Wait, are we gonna be a party or how's this gonna
Yeah,
work?
of course.
Yep.
So in this game, we're playing OD&D BX, and the idea of the game is that when you join this game, you're gonna join in as an adventurer, and your adventurer, of course, is part of a team known as a party, right? You're gonna go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory across a dangerous medieval world, right? The world of Dungeons and Dragons. So that's the point of the game, to tell the story of how your characters survive their expeditions and try to get their gold and glory. Um, Now to play it's very simple, only 3 steps to play it. When you are ready to play, the Dungeon Master will start the game by describing to you the situation your characters are in. From there, each of you will make a decision. You'll make a plan and choose what your character will do, with the goal in mind that you're trying to get gold and glory. Typically, the method though is to hunt monsters and treasures, right? And then finally, if there's any risk involved, we'll roll the dice. But more importantly, we determine the results or consequences of your actions. That's it. So that's the sequence of play, okay, or how to play. Very easy. Now, before you can play, like you guys already know, it seems, you need to create your first character, right? So, we're gonna create some characters real quick. First, I need you all to join me in the dice rolls channel. This is where we're gonna roll the dice. So,
Dice rolls.
yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm there.
Okay, and you'll have permission to type in there in a moment. Okay, so you should be able to type in there now. And the first thing you're gonna roll is gonna be a command. Okay, so it's gonna be slash roll space 6 space 3 d6. Okay, so I typed it out for you so you can see how it looks. So again, you're gonna type out that command, roll the dice, and these are
10, 16, 8, 12, 13, 69. Whoa.
Alright, very good. So these are a reflection of
I got
your
a total of
characters.
69.
Yes, that's good. It's really good. Yeah.
69 is good.
So, Wallet, go ahead and roll as well. And then everyone else, if you plan to roll another character, go ahead and roll as well. Right. So honestly, Lo and Queen, you're welcome to roll. Let's see.
You're welcome to roll.
Please don't. Right. In my ear, please.
I'm here.
Alright, so I'm gonna start plugging and chugging your scores. But these are your ability scores, and they reflect your character's capabilities at adventuring. So the first one belongs to Brutal. Let's see, he's got 11, or so he's got 10, 10, 16, 8. So we're just gonna plug and chug your scores real quick.
Can I roll again?
So you get one roll. It is tradition, right? That you, yeah, it's a kind of hardcore like that. You only get one roll.
I don't want to roll again.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, Brutal's got a pretty good roll. Let's see, next. Wallet rolled. Wallet got a pretty good roll too. Let's see.
A total score of 69.
I rolled already.
Yep, nice. So 12, 14, 7, 9, 9, 7. Okay.
So close. 6, 7.
Okay. And looks like Queen rolled as well. And honestly, okay. So me plug and chug these as well. Honestly.
Yeah. I was playing Loki today, by the way. Damn.
Alright, you can let me know on your turn.
Same amount of total.
Or remind me on your turn.
6, 7, and 6, 9.
For now, we're just gonna roll up all the new characters together since we're already doing that. So, let's kind of get all done at once. 10, 12, 10, 12. Okay. Looks like Queen rolled as well. That's pretty good. So 9, 11, 11, 7. Okay. And 12, 10. Right. You only get one roll, so try not to roll again.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it fine if I use the channel? Because I like rolling.
Just try not to spam it, the channel.
okay?
Yeah, it's only for official rolls,
yeah, I
if you
got
can. Yeah. Alright, that way we can see.
So I can use it, right?
Well, only when you need to roll, right? Don't spam roll in there.
Oh, okay.
It's only for the
just
game.
do it one more time.
So, Lo, did you want to roll up a character too? I know you already have one, but you're welcome to roll another one.
No, I'm good.
Stick to BERIM? Okay, very well. Alright,
I got the best total score.
so thank you everyone for rolling your scores. Your scores reflect how capable your character is at adventuring. They are rolled in the listed order, 3d6 down the line. So the next thing you got to choose is a class, okay? So there are
Magic.
7 classes you'll pick from. Yes, magic user is one of the options.
I want to be a mage.
Absolutely fine, yep. So Brutal, you said magic user, that's fine.
Yep.
And Walid, you said magic user too?
Yo, Dungeon Master, what is the best magic class?
Well, there's 3 that can possibly use magic. One of them doesn't get magic until level 2, which is cleric. But the 2 that get magic right away is elf and magic user. However, elves are a bit more versatile early on. They can do well at fighting and magic. However, they'll never be as good at fighting or magic as a fighter or magic user could possibly become, right? Because those 2 focus on one thing, whereas elves focus on 2 things, right?
I want to be a mage then.
Very well.
Wait, can I exercise spirits as a cleric? How does that work?
Yeah, so clerics are able to compel evil, right? Yeah, that's their main job. Turn undead, right? Turn away evil.
Can I heal people?
Eventually, yes, at level 2 you can start to heal people, right?
Oh,
So
no,
the
then let's
power
just
of
go
God.
with-
You want to go with cleric instead?
No, mage.
Magic user?
Fuck that.
Okay.
A man.
I ain't waiting till level 2, bro. What is
Welcome
that?
to magic.
Alright.
Third main for me.
And then, of course, honestly, you picked cleric, you said?
That's a fighter I just rolled. Sorry.
Okay. And Queen, what about you? For your new character?
She's cleric.
Thief.
Thief, okay. With a
What?
low dexterity, are you sure?
Yeah, I want to try it.
Okay.
Wait, actually, what is my what are my stats? Where can I see my?
So here are your scores up here.
Oh wait, I actually do have good stats for magic, right? Because I have 14 intelligence.
Yes, you're actually really good for a magic user. You're meant to be one, yeah. Let's see.
What about wisdom?
Your wisdom is low.
That's for cleric.
Yeah, so
No, I mean like, does it matter?
it does. Yes.
Strength of
Every
10.
score can help you.
Okay.
Your wisdom is a
I
little
have
below
13
average.
charisma.
It's okay though.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so now we gotta do our step 3. So step 3, you roll your hit points next. Hit points are based on your class, and your class chooses your hit dice. So for magic users, you have to roll 1d4. Okay, so for Brutal and Wallet,
Roll
do slash rolls. Yeah, exactly.
1d4, 1d4.
Do I go into the rolling channel? What's the command?
One.
Yep, same command format, but instead of the 6 3d6, you're gonna just do a d4. So slash roll space
D4.
1d4. Exactly. Just what like how Brutal did, right?
Space 1d4. Yep, just like that.
I don't think it worked.
You put a space between the 1 and the d4. That's why. Just try it again.
Must be between 2 and 20. I got 4. So that's nice.
Yep. So just do a slash roll space 1d4. There you go.
I got 4 to 4. Huh.
So you got 1, sadly.
What the fuck? No, let me go again. What is this shit?
I got a 4 to 4.
So your character is just very weak at the start, right? He's like a young man,
Wait. Yo, what
like a
the
rookie,
fuck?
right? He's easily
Okay,
killed.
at least let me have 2.
I get 4,
Alright.
so I'm pretty strong early on.
So if you want to be hardcore, you gotta take what you get, right? So
Yeah, I'll take what I get.
see.
Bro, I swear, every time I play this game, I get like 1 HP. Like, it's so stupid.
I'm being
Hey,
hardcore because I'm taking what I get.
Yes. Right. So you have to be fair, and to be fair, you have to take what you get, right? Because imagine if you scored a 4 and
But
I told you to
don't need
reroll,
be like
right?
close combat, right? I can just
No.
shoot from far away.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do anyway.
Alright.
Very good.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. For honestly, roll a d8 if you haven't done so already, and then for Queen, 1d4.
Yes.
Okay, nice. All right, I noticed 3,
My money was 9.
and yours is. You said 4. You said okay.
4, yeah.
Yeah, I got 4, and my money was 9.
9 money.
All right. So the next step after you roll your hit points is to roll money. So money is 3d6.
Money.
Okay,
Okay.
someone ping me once you guys.
3d6, alright.
All right. So go ahead and roll a 3d6. So Wallet, Brutal Bro.
Oh wait, I need to roll money first.
Yeah.
Oh, 12. Okay.
So-
you know what? Good enough.
Money is 3d6.
Pretty
So
good.
do slash roll space 3d6.
Oh.
Am I rich?
So you did
Nice
the wrong
three.
dice. You have to do 3d6. You did d36.
What's the difference?
The difference is that you're using the wrong dice command, right? You're doing 1 to 36, whereas it's supposed to be 3 to 18.
But is it just like being autistic, or does it actually make a difference?
It does make a
does.
difference. That's a different kind of die.
Let's see what you get for 3d6. Oh.
Nigga, what is this shit? Yo, I'm gonna borrow money from you, okay? I need a look.
Alright.
Okay.
You gotta
Nah, I
pay
was
back.
just kidding. It's okay. Bro.
Queen,
You can keep
what did you score? You said, oh, you got a 12? Okay. Alright,
Nah, what is this?
we're almost
Jewish
done.
behavior, no?
So the next step is to determine your character's starting items, alright? So you gotta buy your gear. Starting with Brutal, immediately you have to spend money on an empty spellbook so you can put your known spells into it. As a
Right.
level 1 magic user, you'll get to know some spells, but... so yeah, we have to get that for you first. So when it comes to spells, you're gonna make a choice on what spells you want. You either can get
Fireball!
2 random spells in your book, level 1 spells, or you can get 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells in your book, or 1 of your choice. So what would you
First
prefer?
level or Dungeon Master. That is so blurry.
I can zoom
Second
in some
level?
more. So first level spells are available to you. So you can either get 2 random, 2 Dungeon Master chosen, or 1 of your choice.
I'll take Magic Missile.
Alright, very good choice.
And
You only get 1 if you choose. Let's see.
Magic Missile. And what's the other one? The other choice.
You don't get any other choices, right? So if you choose a spell, you only get 1 spell in your book.
Alright, Magic Missile.
Yep. Alright.
Number 6.
Yo,
So-
what spells can I choose?
Same list. Hello, Ale. Did you want to join us
Which
for
one?
some D&D, or are you just spectating today?
I'm either spectating.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, good to see you.
Yo, where can I see the first spells? Where is that?
One
It's
day.
on my screen. So if you look at my screen,
All of them?
no, these first 12 under the first level's magic user spell list.
Alright.
Charm Person. That's
How
nice
many
as
can I
well.
pick?
So you're gonna pick up to 1.
You should pick Ventriloquism.
You can pick up to.
You should pick
Alright.
Ventriloquism.
Yes. So the options were
You
2
choose
random
the
ones. You can get,
I
you
thought about
possibly
it,
can get 2, but it's either 2 random ones, 2 Dungeon Master chosen spells, or 1 of your choice.
Oh,
What's the-
2
what's
random
the-
ones. Oh wait, what about? I have a question. What if I do read magic?
I should also
Can
take
I
2
wait?
random
Wait.
ones.
My
Yeah, that's a
question
really
is,
good one.
Can I read his magic off his book?
Yep, and then you can use his spell too.
I also want
Alright,
2
fuck it,
random
read
ones.
magic.
You want to read magic?
Yeah, do 2 random ones, and I do read magic.
Well,
Alright.
you picked magic missile, so you can't get random ones anymore, right? Because you picked.
Oh, let me get the 2 random ones instead. I'll test my luck.
Okay. Typically you
That's
can't
just
go
his
back,
luck.
but since you're new, you can go back this once, right?
Mhm.
So since you don't, I
That's
guess
the
you
one.
don't know, right?
That's my
All right, go ahead and roll
Come on,
2d12 in that case.
D what?
2d12.
3d12.
2d12.
2d12. 5 and 4, I'd say.
All right, so in your book you've got
Light
light and hold portal.
and portal.
Yo, is it fine if I bring a friend?
If you think they'll like it, but I mean, they're kind of late to the
Yeah,
game.
she's cute.
All right, it's fine. Just
What?
as long as they're not disruptive, it's okay.
I'll invite her, bro. Let's see.
All right.
What the heck does a portal do?
So basically, let's go over what your spells do then. So I'll turn you guys up. So hold portal. If you memorize the spell, what it does mainly is it holds any kind of portal shut. Right, it's like a door, for example, mainly. So if you have a
Yep,
group of
I read.
monsters, you can seal the door shut with this spell. Right,
Mm.
keep them from attacking you,
What's
right?
his other one?
The other one is called light. You
Oh.
can create a magical dim light, basically, and it allows you to see.
Damn, bro, we're fucked, man.
It can also be
We can't
casted
attack
into
them.
a monster's eyes to blind it. And light can also be
Oh, we can
reversed.
blind them?
You could cast the spell reversed. If you cast it reversed, it will create darkness instead. So
Reversible. Oh.
Yep.
That's Gojo.
There it
You know how he reverse, red.
Yeah, like I can use a reversal technique.
so reverse light is darkness instead, right? All right. So you only
Can
can
I
memorize
combine?
one spell per day. Between the two spells you have, do you want to memorize light or hold portal?
Light.
Okay.
Yo, my bad, I keep being. I thought you bagged me. I was like, what the heck?
If I can combine light and darkness, I can get.
I mean, I think light and darkness will just create normal light.
Kyoshiki.
It'll just cancel each other out. All right.
No.
So Wallet, you got the spell called Read Magic. Basically, what it allows you to do is you will be able to read magic, any magic you find, and they'll be permanently readable to you, right? So if you read his spells before this
That'll be
expedition,
useful.
in the future you can memorize his spells. But more importantly, if you memorize his spell in the game and you find a magic item and it has runes on it, you can read it, and that can help you identify what the magic item does, and possibly you can start using it right away, right? So it's very useful. You can't really do much on its own, naturally, but once you find runes or magic to read, it is very, very good. So,
Yo, Dungeon Master, I have a question.
what's up?
Can we collectively, me and honestly, put our money together to buy a magic book before we venture out so we can learn more magic?
You could, but it might not be worth it because, naturally, you only can memorize one spell per day anyway. So, let's see. There are more important things to buy early on. Okay, so. Alright, let's go over, yeah, you have read magic, so that's the only one you memorize for this day. Alright, so let's get back into order. So we're gonna kind of try to take turns, get everyone cleared of their purchases. So we're gonna start with Brutal. You have 9 coppers left. You're gonna need some armor and weapons, naturally. So
9 copper.
this can go quick, or this can
9
go as slow as it
coppers.
takes, right? Yeah, with 9 coppers, first you're gonna want some weapons, right? Or some armor. What do you want to get
Yeah.
first? Weapons or armor?
Weapon.
Okay. In this game, you're a monster hunter. Naturally, the best weapons you can get to hunt anything, in reality, are hunting
Gun.
weapons, like bow and arrows, right? Because
Gun.
you want a gun? Okay.
Gun. Yeah.
I don't think you can afford
Wait,
one yet.
there's guns?
Yeah, medieval guns, like matchlock rifles
Use
and
the
pistols.
dragon?
I get the dual wield.
I don't know if you can afford it yet. Let me double check the prices. The cheapest one might be a pistol or a fire lance. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you cannot afford a pistol. The fire lance should be decently cheap. Let's see, fire lance.
Cheap.
There it is. 7 coppers for a fire lance. You've got 9 left, so you can get one, and you'll have to buy some bullets for it. So 1 copper is 1 bullet.
Hold on.
So
Honestly, do you want to buy a magic book, or did we decide
Alright.
otherwise?
if you can, Wallet, I need you to wait, okay? Because we have to get this done.
Oh,
So we're
I
gonna
thought you were
take
talking
turns.
to honestly, I couldn't tell them.
I'm talking to Brutal. So if we can take turns and get this done quicker, right, that would be preferred, because this should take only 5
Take the
minutes,
5
right,
minutes.
if we don't interrupt each other, right? It should only take 5, but it takes longer if we keep on interrupting and discussing the situation. So just let them choose, and then we can start playing, right? So Brutal, bro. Again, you have 9 coppers. You can get the fire lance, which is the cheapest medieval gun you can afford. You can get 1 bullet and 1 pouch for your bullets, right? Is that okay? So you
Yes,
got
I'll take
1
that.
round. All right. 1 shot.
1
After
bullet
that,
all.
yeah. But then your fire lance can be used as a spear afterwards. It's a fire lance.
That's all I need.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see.
I've got a bullet with your name on it.
Alright, next is Wallet. Now it's your turn. So Wallet, you have 3 coppers left after buying a spell book. You're gonna need a weapon or some supplies. What would you prefer?
Oh. Oh wait, what spellbook did I buy?
You have the Read Magic spellbook.
What? Wait, isn't that a starting item?
Yeah, you start with the spell, but you have to pay for the book. The book costs 3 coppers.
Yo, what? Really?
Yes. So the book, you have to
I'm
purchase
not
it.
getting scammed, am I, guys?
No, this is normal.
You can buy whatever you want.
So
Can I buy
typically,
another
the
spellbook?
spells cost 10 coppers, right? You got the spell for free. That's the only thing you got for free. The book itself, you have to pay for the physical piece of item, right? Which is the book you have to pay for. The spell inside of
Why
it,
do I need the book?
yes, it contains this. It contains your spell, which is Read Magic.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alright.
The spell is instructions, right, on how
What
to,
can
of
I
course,
buy with
memorize and cast it. So with
What
3
can I buy with
coppers,
3 copper?
I recommend you're gonna get yourself a Sling and Stones. It's a one-handed missile weapon. It's very effective.
Very effective.
Oh, am I gonna be Goliath? I mean David. Fuck it.
You're gonna be like an auxiliary soldier, right? In the
Yep.
medieval
I got
times.
the
Right?
gun. You got the sling.
You're gonna be a slinger, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're
I'm
John
a
Wick,
gunslinger.
I'm David.
Yep.
all right, we'll get you a sling. You have 1 copper left over, which can be used for some supplies or tools or equipment. I recommend either a bag, a rope, or extra clothing. What would you prefer? Or some tools.
Wait.
You should get yourself
So my
a rope.
recommendations again,
Or
with your last copper, is either a 50-foot rope, because you can wear that, right? Or a sack.
sorry, can you say
Water
that
skin?
again? I disconnected.
Okay,
Water
listen
skin?
carefully. Yeah,
You say water skin?
you have 1 copper left. These items I'm telling you are only 1 copper. So you can get a rope, or a sack, a water skin, maybe a 10-foot pole, maybe a vial, or you can get a
What
scroll
should I do with
case.
the 10-foot pole?
It
Am I
is for
gonna shove
detecting
it up my
traps, like
enemies?
booby traps, right? You're going to war, right? There's gonna be a lot of booby traps, right? To kill you on your way in. So,
You can
right,
protect.
landmines, open pit, full traps, stakes, right? All kinds of traps.
I'm a sacrifice for the team. Wait. Actually, do I need a water skin or can I buy the pole with no issue?
You can get the water skin. It allows you to drink and clean wounds, right? Drink water in areas that have no
Yes.
water, right?
Alright. Yo, honestly, since we're like the duo, actually brutal too. We're
Yeah.
gonna clear this bitch dungeon. So, what do you
Exactly.
guys think? Do we need the 10-foot pole? Can I drink from your water skin?
Get your rope.
A rope
What
or
if you're-
sling? Alright, fuck it.
Yeah, so you can replace your sling.
That doesn't make sense, but
Oh,
wait,
wow. Let's get rope.
nah. Not you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
But yo, DM, what do you recommend?
So you want the water skin, or do you want the rope, or the sack?
What do you recommend I get? Like, what is necessary?
Okay, I'm gonna recommend you're gonna get a sack. So you can carry more loot.
Alright.
Oh, you can carry a ball sack.
Nigga, what? Nah, bro, what is this Diddy shit, bro? I came here to play
Knapsack.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Must have been the wind.
All right.
Type shit.
And then, honestly, this is
All right, you're almost done. So the last step is to choose your characters' names.
bro. I'm gonna name him bro.
I'm gonna name him Nigger. Can I do that?
Preferably not. You're supposed to pick a medieval name.
Alright.
So
Medieval name,
Okay,
bro.
bro is
Yeah.
kind of
You
iffy as well.
bro.
But the idea is that your parents had to name you, right? Would any medieval parents name their child bro, right?
First name bro. Last name something. I don't know.
I suppose bro is
Oh,
not out of the
really good at
question,
moving.
but the other one is definitely
I,
out.
bro, shall throw.
Okay. So Walid, what do
Can
you
I
want?
do last name or just a first name?
You just need a first name. Your character's last name is your player name. So it'd be like
Yeah.
Brutal, right? Or Bro Brutal. So
Yeah.
whatever your character's name is, his
Okay,
last name
okay,
is
so
Walid.
Wait, can his last name be Walid al-Shar?
It's just one word.
That sounds
Do you
video.
want Walid or Al or Shark?
Sorry?
Wallet.
No, all of them. Does that work?
That's 3 different words, right?
Yeah, but it sounds epic, right?
Yeah. Sounds epic. I
Yeah,
like
but
that.
it's just a last name, so only one word for the last name. You can
It's
go by
like,
Walid al Shark if you want, but
because foreign name from a different country.
on the record though, your name is gonna
No,
just
name
be
him
Walid.
Muhammad.
Muhammad. Okay.
Mohammed. Sounds very.
Muhammad Abduru.
How do you want to spell Muhammad? Is it with the O or the U? How do you want to spell Muhammad?
M-U-H Muhammad. Wait, let me look up how the JoJo is spelled. Muhammad Abdul. Yeah, it's M-U-H-A-M-M-A-D.
Okay. Yeah.
Mohammed Abdul.
Yes.
Alright.
What does he say? I am.
Sounds good. Alright, just sit tight. I have to help the other players. So, honestly, for your character, what items do you want?
I'll get him a spear and shield.
Okay. And would one of those items be slung? Do you want the spear to be slung or the shield to be slung?
The spear.
Okay. So the shield must be carried at all times then.
Oh, this guy's a Roman, huh?
He's a legionary.
Alright, a
Yeah,
spearman.
legionnaire.
Okay. And then for
I
Queen,
think I should have named myself Nigerius.
alright, if you can, try not to interrupt. We don't have a lot of rules here, but we do have a few, right? So these are the rules for our group. Please be respectful, courteous, and mature. Do not interrupt. And yeah, that's it.
We got it.
Alright, appreciate it. So Queen's your turn.
No worries.
Besides the lockpicks, what else would you like as a thief?
Taffet pole.
Okay. Anything else?
Tinder box.
Okay. Anything else?
3 torches.
2 sets of torches or just 1 set? A set of torches is 5.
1 set.
1 set? Okay. It costs 1 copper.
Can I borrow a torch?
And what kind of bag do you want? Because you'll need a bag to carry these torches and tinderbox.
Could I get a pouch?
It wouldn't fit the torches. You could get a sack. It's the cheapest
I'll get a
option.
sack.
Sack, okay.
Why don't you get a traveler's backpack?
I think she wants to save her money. Let's see. Alright, this was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You only spent 8, so you're down to 4. Do you want a weapon? You got 4 left.
Could I get a bow?
Sure, a short bow cost 4 coppers total. That includes arrows and quiver. Alright. Last step, honestly, and Queen, what do you guys want to name your characters?
Old school.
Okay. As for Queen,
Claire.
you said Claire?
Yeah.
Is it C-L-A-I-R-E?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, thank you. And then honestly, you want old school, so we'll generate yours on here. So 93. So you got LA first, and then 28 on here. So, all right, your new character name is LANU, the veteran.
LANU. Okay.
All right, thank you for your patience, everyone. We're almost done here. So honestly, do you want to play as SCHWANZ today or a different character?
I'll play SCHWANZ, yeah.
Okay, just a moment. pull up your record.
Dungeon Master, can my friend join when we start also, or?
Yeah, they'll get a random generated character because they're quite late. So go ahead and invite them if you want. I'll teach them the rules
Alright, let me
and
call,
give them a
let me
random
call my
generated.
nigga. I'll be right back.
Okay, sure.
I'll need to, like...
Right. Let's see. Yeah, I'll pull up your record just a moment. Alright, SCHWANZ the third. What preparation do you have?
Yep. Shouldn't have done. Yeah, I'm good.
Syllables? What?
Okay. And
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need no problem.
sounds good. Queen, do you want to play as Ori, or do you want to play as your new character, or someone else?
Today I'll be playing as my new one.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, then when Lowe's back, we'll do his prep as well. Not sure where he went. Let's see. And then Wallet, is your friend joining us?
Which
I don't know,
one?
bro. She said she doesn't even know the game, so...
Okay, no worries then.
she hasn't joined yet, that's true.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just
No,
count her out then, because it's going to be too late by then.
Yeah, let's just... Yeah.
Alright, we're just waiting on Low then. I'm going to ping him, see if he shows up. Still got to get him ready.
Alright.
But yeah, character preparation, if there are no questions or concerns, or typically if you already know what you want, it should only take you about 5 minutes. We took about 31 minutes for 4 of you, so that's on average. You guys took maybe 8 minutes each, which is not that bad, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been on wallet.
Put them on faster.
Big speech coming right up. Ooh, twist straight.
Alright, in the meantime, I guess I'll grab his record sheet. Do you guys have any questions? Oh, he's back. Awesome. Just in time. Hello, Mr. Lowe. You're back just in time.
I'm back.
Awesome. Alright, so it's your turn to prep. So as your character BERIM, do you need to buy anything before we set out today?
How many copper I got?
You've got 24.
24.
Yes.
What kind of weapons? Can I see the weapons?
Yep, of course. So here's just a picture giving you an idea of what's available, but here's the actual list. Normal sized weapons. Large or small. What size do you want?
Something like a hand axe would be nice.
Okay.
Or mace.
Yeah, we got a hand axe right here. A mace as well. The mace is 5 coppers. It's very good against armor. The axe is good against shields. Can be thrown as well.
I'll take the hand axe.
Alright, sounds good. We've got a holstered hand axe. The holster will cost an extra copper, so holster allows you to wear it on your belt. Let's see.
Okay.
Alright.
That's
Anything else
good.
you
I
want?
still have a spear. I have a spear
Yes.
already, right?
Yep, you already have a spear still too.
Okay. That should be good.
Alright,
Yeah,
save your
that's-
coins. Store them in the coffers.
I'm all good to go.
Do you want to keep your coins on you, or do you want to store them in the bank?
Let's store them in the bank.
Sounds good. Right. So your crew is just about ready now. I think there's only... Yeah, I think everyone's ready. So now that we're all ready to play, we're going to take a small 5-minute break. And when we get back, we'll start playing. Okay? So you guys will have a break before we start playing. Yeah. Take 5. I'll see you guys in 5. That's your cue, your warm-up, I guess. If you guys want to chit-chat, it's fine too.
Waiting 5 minutes?
Yep. So after prep, we
Yeah.
always take a 5-minute break, so we can just like relax for a bit after prep,
Alright.
get ready, do whatever else they need to do before we start playing. When you get back from your break, we'll start playing. We're on a 5-minute break now.
Alright, Wally, lock in.
Yeah. Alright, yo,
My
yo,
life.
Brutal. Wait, how much HP does Brutal have?
Let me check. I should be here somewhere. I don't know.
Man, yo, how much do you have on it?
Brother, why?
How much HP? How much HP?
I don't fucking know.
Alright. I know one of y'all niggas rolled 4.
I got 7 HP, my cleric.
No. What? Impossible.
Yes.
Okay.
You can have retainers in this, right? You can have 2 characters in the party that are controlled. One is an NPC, and one is the player character. My player character is SCHWANZ.
Alright.
If you don't die,
Wasn't
you
this
can have 2 characters, and one's an NPC.
Who's NPC?
Oh. Oh, you have like a friend basically?
A retainer. Yeah.
Oh, yo, can I get a what kind of retainers are there? Can you get like a maid or something?
You have to. If you don't die this game, you can roll up another character next game. You're a free character each game.
Oh, nice. And you can just keep them as retainers?
Yeah, every game you can roll up a new character.
Can you play as them if you die?
Yes, but they gotta roll morale check. If they roll high, they're good.
That's kind of cool.
I think morale check's high, right? Yeah.
Morale is also very high, guys.
I with 7 HP cleric though.
That's dope. Kind of like a
I'm
paladin if
being
you think about it.
There's no paladins.
Now there is. You guys hungry?
Huh? Let's see, so you will memorize the spells.
Yeah, I'll just learn all your spells, and then we can
Oh,
just keep
what do you
playing.
mean learn all my spells? I'm just gonna light up the room.
Yeah, no, I can, like, basically, my spell is to learn magic from you.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
I can,
Good
you know,
thing, if
Kakashi?
you guys chose DM chosen spells, you would have got sleep and read magic.
Re-magic? What is that?
Brother, what do you mean?
What is re-magic?
Literally what you have. Read magic.
Oh, read magic.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. That's whatever.
Oh.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Brutal. I think this is the plan. We're gonna just need to pool our resources together to learn as much magic as possible and just spam everything with magic.
Alright.
All the others fine.
Spam everything, and don't I only have 2 in my spell book?
Yeah, but we can, like, buy more, right? I think.
Yeah, you can probably learn more. You can learn anything you want.
But listen, we're gonna need to level up first, so, like, with a slingshot and shit, it's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, let's get to level 10 for the arcane magic.
All magic is arcane except for clerical magic.
Divine magic.
Man, shut up. Divine magic. That's what I...
Yeah.
Don't ruin the illusion. It's not nice of you.
You can't do clerical magic. You're a mage.
I wasn't trying to. He was.
I'm gonna learn flesh to stone.
I'm gonna learn stone to flesh.
I'm gonna learn disintegrate. Death.
Death? What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a death spell.
Yo, imagine you're like fighting someone and they just point at you to say, yeah,
And it's I think it's
Take
instant
one
death.
round to cast a spell.
One round?
Huh?
Good enough. You gotta get to level 6 and then get death.
Round 2.
What do you say, bro?
Alright, ladies and
25
gentlemen,
XP to level up.
your break is over, so we're gonna get started here. Appreciate y'all's patience.
My goal is to get the death spell.
That's a really good goal. You'll have to get very far, though, as a magic user to get that level of power. It takes a long time. Very few magic users have made it that far, but a few have tried. So, they've gotten close.
Like 7 months. That's like 7 months of like not dying.
Right, so let's begin. Like I said, it's very easily played, and the game begins with the Dungeon Master describing to you the situation your crew's in, or your party's in. So, to begin, some background information. You are a band of adventurers who have formed up a party in the small base town of DELN, which is a small frontier settlement along the coast. All around it is small hamlets and settlements, and to the east and west and north and such, or to the east, south, and north, are other settlements stretching far and wide. But this is a dangerous territory. It is a frontier, right? And there are many other monsters out there surrounding the lands of DELN, right? Or surrounding lands of this town. And it is from this town you will, of course, set out on adventures. So you're in the small coastal town, right? And it's got everything you might need for the time being, right? But it's got lots of issues surrounding it as well, right? Adventuring parties have left this small base to attempt to, of course, clear out the surrounding lands of monsters, and sometimes even find lost treasures for themselves, right? To expand the reaches of human territories, right? In this game, of course, you're a group of adventurers and you're hunting for monsters and treasures. And around DELN, there are many places you might go to find monsters and treasures to hunt. Particularly directly north of it are these open grasslands, a great plain. Once a peaceful land, now it belongs to somewhat a monstrous race, demi-humans, known as KOBOLDs. They're small, wicked, dog-like men, living out here in the grassy hills. Under these hills there are caves and caverns and such, and that's where they currently exist, are based. Fortunately, the war has been going somewhat well. We've cleared the lands of the KOBOLDs, and now we're trying to fight them off in the caves. We're trying to clear them out for good. However, there are new issues arising in the realm, right? So here's your town on down, right? But there are these other demi-humans called the Greenskins, a collective alliance among 3 types of grotesque, evil, wicked humanoids known as the goblins, hobgoblins, and orcs. They're somewhat working together, 3 different groups, to, of course, eventually claim the surrounding lands. And so far they've been somewhat successful. They are at our border, just across the river. They have laid waste to all the settlements here, right? And have cut off trade routes between DELN and the Kobold Caves. So now their only access to resupplies or new recruits are from the village of ISTAN. The war continues to the north, but now there's a new war at your front steps, right? Just across the river from DELN are orcs and goblins and hobgoblins laying waste in the night to all these poor settlers past the river, right? So DELN is in need of adventurers like yourselves to go out and hunt these monsters down, fight them off our land, right? Hunt them, go to their bases and raid their camps and caves and fortresses, right? So lots of options. The last crew to go adventuring, it was a small team that went out hunting for animals the other day, and they were not very successful. No casualties, but little to nothing gained. Many adventurers have been doing poorly in these parts. Maybe your team will be different. It's another October day, year 10, and in our team we have Bro the Medium of the newest house. One of the newest houses is House Brutal. We have SCHWANZ the third, that's his retainer, right? His retainers, LANU the veteran, so SCHWANZ the third, and Acolyte is house honestly, right? An old house here. We also have BERIM the veteran, as a survivor of a couple of expeditions now, right? Of House Low. He's the one and only member at the moment, I think. Let's see, BERIM. Yeah. And then, of course, there were others, but I think they died. We also have Claire the Apprentice of House Queen. Somewhat recognizable house as well. Low-level household, but been here for a while too. And then last but not least, one of the newest houses is House Walid. Joining us from House Walid is Mohammed the Medium, right? First level magic user. So we have a pretty good team, right? We got like 6 characters on our team today. Alright. What do you guys think you want to do? What's your plan?
Kill the evil goblins.
You want
I was
to hunt these
hoping to do a
kobolds?
bounty.
Go hunting for these orcs who have been raiding and pillaging the nearby lands, right? Forcing people back into the town. What do you guys think? Some people want to go bounty hunting.
Alright. Alright, guys. I suggest, because kobolds are just a natural kind of creature, we just
Alright, let's go
think
there.
they're just not really annoying.
Okay.
But
Orcs.
the orcs, they're trying to fuck with us, bro, so we gotta, you know?
Me, let's go to
bounties.
orcs.
Gotta get revenge. Okay.
You and me both are all in. Let's go to orcs.
Alright, so Mohammed says we should go east and fight against these greenskins, right? Hunt them
Oh,
down.
these green skins.
Bro's on board with that.
But wait,
Oh, go ahead.
the Dungeon Master, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, what's, if we can also go bounty hunting, you say, and someone volunteered already, so I was wondering, what's gonna get us more money? Fighting off the greenskins? Or...
We're for surely gonna die if you go greenskins.
Alright, so
yeah, probably. So what's gonna get us more money?
hunting greenskins is your job, right? Bounty hunting is somewhat your job, depends on what you're hunting, right? If you're hunting monsters for your bounties, then you're doing your job. But bounties are sometimes placed on not just monsters, but also sometimes wanted criminals, right? Which is not really your job, but you can definitely go after wanted criminals if you want as well. Other times, there are some bounties that are placed on the enemies of the realm, right? Other enemy factions, which are other humans, right? Soldiers from different nations, right? And sometimes bounties are not even placed on any actual things that you can kill. Sometimes they're placed on lost relics, treasures, right? And other things, right? That are not exactly requiring you to kill anything. Sometimes there's a bounty placed on a missing child, right? Or a missing person, right? A missing item, right? Things like that. So if you want to go look at and ask around for if there's any, valuable bounties to work on, you can definitely do it. But naturally, they pay well, though they're very difficult, right? It's a wild goose hunt, right? If you're gonna go bounty hunting,
Yeah,
right?
I gotta get more bullets.
You might not find anything in one day, right? Usually it takes months on end to find the person you're hunting, right? That guy on the run is gonna be on the run for a long time, and you're gonna be bounty hunting for days, weeks, maybe even months before you find them. Maybe even years, right? They'll be on the run. Criminals and all that. You cannot find them in a single day.
Alright.
Right? You'll be a
Alright,
detective.
guys, I say we just go to the greenskins.
We're
Yeah.
not doing greenskins. Nope.
Well, that's one vote against them. 2 votes says yes.
We'll go with them. Yeah.
Schwann says no,
Alright, that's
right?
2 votes
But we have to
versus 1.
vote for the majority, right? So adventurers have been called to arms to fight against the greenskins, right? That's like a known thing in this town, right? There's a call to arms. All men, adventurers, mercenaries alike, have been called to join the front lines and help fight off this invasion, right? The greenskin invasion.
Yeah, we're joining the front line.
You guys want to join the front?
We're gonna
Schwann's
die.
against you.
We're not gonna die, trust. We got
Well-
a cleric, remember?
Let's see what BERIM thinks and Claire.
Bro, we're just...
I'm useless.
Yeah, what?
BERIM and Claire, what do you guys think you want to do for this expedition?
Veteran Baron.
We already have a cleric, so let's go.
I'd much rather go fight Kobold.
But no, they did nothing to us.
The kobold said they're just dogs. Come on.
So if you want to fight the Kobold War, which is somewhat being won,
I
there's
didn't
a...
go with kobolds.
Claire wants to go fight the Kobolds.
Okay, so
Wow.
that's 2 versus 2. Yo,
They want
Baron.
to kill dogs.
BERIM, what do you think we should do? So
They're
Schwanz
just like,
wants to
what the
bounty
fuck?
hunt, Claire wants to hunt kobolds, Mohammed and Bro want to hunt orcs and goblins,
Yeah.
What is BERIM?
Kobolds.
Yeah. BERIM chooses kobolds.
What?
Okay. So the deciding vote will be SCHWANZ,
Bruiser,
right?
can you bring
SCHWANZ
it in?
between kobolds and goblins. Which one do you want to go for?
Kobolds.
Okay, so it's 3 versus 2. So we're gonna hunt kobolds. So if that is the case, we must travel to the kobold caves. And the route to the kobold caves, the usual route is cut off, right, due to the war front. You'll be traveling through enemy territory. So you have to take a long route all the way to ISTAN, then all the way to the kobold caves. Are you willing to do that? It's a long journey, right?
Or we could make a shortcut to the greenskin.
Yeah.
No.
You might as well join the front lines at that point, right?
Yep.
So
Might as well then.
Why
Make
no
a
one?
the greenskins are at our
Okay.
footsteps,
We
right?
counter green
Just
skins,
outside the castle,
can
basically,
Take care of them.
right beyond the
We
river.
go level up and then we go fight the kobolds.
Yeah. We can just easily clear them if we get a couple levels. from the
Sweep the flow. Sweep the
Right.
flow with the goblins.
So what route do you want to take to get to the kobolds?
I have a couple of 1 bullet. Okay.
You want to take the road? You want to take the safe route there? It's not safe, but it's somewhat safe. There's also
Yeah.
issues in the mountains.
I think we should do that.
There have been
Safe
reports
route.
on a new
Shouldn't
enemy
have
in
to
the
the
area,
mountains.
right? The village of Easton was peaceful for a long time. To some extent, the only trouble they had in the past was kobolds, which were driven out of their mountains by the dwarves and the other settlers in Easton, right? The original settlers in Easton were dwarves who lived in the mountains, under the mountains. Before that, there was kobolds as well, but they were forced out into the grasslands. Also, they have a dragon problem every now and then. But besides that, there's a new enemy in this mountain range, known as the Morlock race. They are a wicked cave-dwelling race that emerged from the mountains not too long ago, and have been raiding it across in the night across these these scattered hamlets around the village of Easton. So they have had some trouble recently. I think the last crew in the reports was killed by a group of them, right? In the evening.
Did you just say warlocks?
Morlocks.
Warlocks?
Morlocks.
Got a Morlock?
So Morlocks are like Neanderthals, like cavemen. Like if you ever watched the movie
Oh.
Bone
Yes, Flintstones,
Bone
right.
Tomahawk, you know? So
Are
that
you
one, those like
seriously?
scary cave-dwelling cannibals and all that, right? Very murderous men in the mountains, right? They live out there in those mountains.
Yeah, wait, hold on, just 1 minute. So you guys want us to go fight cannibalistic Neanderthals and potentially dragons as the safe route instead of goblins and Orkin? Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do.
Last time we fought them.
I don't really think we have any bows, so we can't really do orcs.
I have a gun.
As a gun.
have
And I
one
have a
only have-
slingshot. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
you just
David.
think
I
I have
can
a
go
gun.
There are
fight
other
them,
ways
bro.
to get to the
It's not gonna-
kobolds. You
That's
could
not
try
really
to
do much
cross the
against
river.
2,000 goblins.
Snipe them. 1 shot.
What do you mean 2,000?
Well, 2,000? How'd you know?
How would you
Of
know?
course, your crew is quite small, right? So you probably want to stick to easier tasks, more local tasks. And currently, the most
Dungeon
local task is to deal with either outlaws nearby the town of Down, raiders along the
Alright,
coast.
I see.
But the one
Local
that's most
task.
adventurous are doing is join the front lines to the east, right? Fighting against the Greenskin invasion. That's the nearest and closest threat,
Dungeon
right?
Master, how many goblins are we gonna be potentially facing if we do go to the front?
It depends. If you march against an army in the wilderness, you might go up against at least 30 or 40, right? But that's not what you're supposed to do as level 1s. You're supposed to go hunting monsters in dungeons, right? So you're going to visit and sneak into their camps in the night, in their caves, and raid them during the night, right? Where you're not going to go against full armies. You'll be going against
Wait till
small
nightfall.
crews, right? So,
I'm gonna.
I watched
wait.
Goblin Slayer, bro. We're set, just trust me.
right, in the open, you're not going to have any chance. But
Yeah.
in the dungeons, you might have a better chance.
In the night.
So.
So we dungeon in the day, goblins in the night.
Yep. So how the front lines is working right now is
let's
beyond the
go.
river. All the settlements have basically been raided, but there's basically a combat line or a trench that's been built along the river on the other side. It's the front lines, right? So every now and then we try to expand and push forward. We're trying to retake the different hamlets, right? Strong points. Eventually clear them out of the grasslands again, right? But currently the grasslands are split kind of 50-50 between greenskins and of course the humans. So if you want, you can join the front lines and see where they'll put you, right? They might even send you on a mission, right? Just to help retake a position or clear out an enemy position of orcs and goblins, right? So there
I'm
are,
saying maybe me and Wallet should go together alone.
Yeah.
You want to split the party?
Yeah.
Yes.
If the
Split the
party
party.
is in disagreement, it's not a very
I'm
advisable
fine.
thing. You guys join a game. The idea is that
I would advise against that, but if you
Yeah.
guys want to go, sure.
slow the
We're
game
not gonna die,
drastically.
trust me.
All right.
That
Of
way-
course, the current
Watch
goal
it
is to
clean
go
up.
to the Kobold cave. So you guys need to either make a new plan or figure out how you're gonna get there. Cause yeah,
Okay, I have an idea.
the standard
Yo, bro.
route is to the northwest. Are we on board? What's the northwest
Okay,
route?
yo, Dungeon Master.
What's up?
I have a question. In this session, are we gonna be able to go to the Kobold caves, go back to the town, and then split up?
Not
Is that
exactly.
possible?
It's bit by bit. So you might get at least 1 or 2 battles done before this adventure ends, right? But yeah, you know, it's one step at a time. So as soon as you finish your first combat,
What do you say?
you might end the expedition, or you might push a little harder if we've got time.
I think we just set up right now.
Alright. I'm done.
Yeah, you and me.
Okay.
Get some Wallet.
It's safer to
Not
stay
talking.
with them for sure. But bro, we're built
Yeah.
different.
Exactly. You have a sling.
So we're gonna split the crew. So there's gonna be 2 separate games going on at once. Then, right? It will take a little longer.
Is that fine, or can we do that?
It is
Dungeon
really.
Master?
It's not advisable, but it is possible if you really want to do this. Do you guys want to split your party?
We got
Alright.
Have 2 separate games going on at once.
use magic. You can learn.
All right, SCHWANZ, Claire, and BERIM, what do you say about this? Right, the other 2 are dead set on going east. It sounds like, so they're willing to split the crew if they can't go east.
I advise against it.
And you guys need to confirm whether you're gonna
Um,
travel this route or the other route, right? Because your plan is to go to the
I think
Kobolds.
going northwest is still the better option,
Okay.
in my opinion.
So Claire says we'll move out northwest. The other 2 are dead set on going east, so they're splitting from your crew. And BERIM and SCHWANZ, what do you say?
I
We're
will.
going northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'll stick with Queen.
All right, Claire.
Claire.
Sounds good. So the crew is officially split now, right? You guys break off, right? In the morning, there's some disagreements. The 2 rookies go east to join the front lines, while the other 4 head on northwest.
Two rookies.
I mean, a lot of you are actually recruits, but SCHWANZ has had some some experience in the field. Not a lot. He hasn't actually killed anything or hunted anything. He just has been on adventures.
Wait.
Claire's new to the team.
evil spirits.
Yeah, but you got nothing out of it, right? Because you didn't actually kill any. You just didn't die.
Yeah.
Let's see. He ran away from some evil spirits, right?
Oh, you ran away.
All right. So let's see how this goes. We'll start with the smaller crew, and then we'll go to the second crew. So we'll take turns. So
Let's do it.
every turn will include one situation, 1 declaration of actions, and then 1 determination of results, right, from your action. So your situation is that you're now marching east, right, and you're marching east to the front lines. Is there anything else you want to do before you leave the town of DELN? Before you start marching east, actually? Like, do you want to talk to some of the guardsmen or the soldiers?
Use the bathroom.
Use the restroom? Okay. So you're in the town of DELN. That's your situation, and you want to use the restroom first. Okay. What about the other crew member? Bro, right? So
What's up?
Mohammed needs to use the restroom, but what is Bro gonna do for his first turn?
I'm gonna use the restroom as well.
Okay. So you guys begin the expedition by using the restroom together, right? The town of DELN before you set out. You know, clear your guts of any waste.
Wait, hold on. Excuse me, what?
Right? So that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
No, wait, what is happening?
You said you want to use the restroom.
Wait, that's okay. Let's do that. I'll go to the bathroom too. I'll be right
Yeah.
back. Guys.
Alright,
We're
so
both
you're...
emptying our bowels.
Yep, you both are
No,
using the
get away
restroom.
from me, bro. Go to your own home.
As the meantime, the other party has begun traveling northwest. Okay. So,
I'll gladly share my.
for those who are
spells
traveling
and
northwest, right? You're in your own separate expedition now, but you'll be traveling to the village of ISTAN then, okay? And the time of departure is around 8:30 when you left the town of Down.
Wait,
From-
Dungeon Master, can Brutal vote for me, like, on the action while I'm on my bathroom trip? I'll be right back.
Sure, we'll, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need to piss real quick. Alright.
Go ahead and use the restroom.
Alright,
You can-
okay.
So, for the larger crew, do you guys have a specified leader for this crew? A caller or captain?
It would probably be me.
Is it SCHWANZ?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, very well. So, SCHWANZ leads the smaller or the larger team, and you guys, the four of you, travel northwest across the grasslands. And from the town of Down to the next, or to the border, it's going to be about 2 miles out. So you're marching at the rate of 2 miles an hour, medium footman, right? So it should take you about 1 hour to get there. So in that hour, we're going to check for any encounters, starting with monsters. Alright, no monsters. We're going to check for any wild game. Alright, and small game. Alright, so yeah, safely you traveled to the border after an hour. So at 9:30, you arrive at the border, right? And from here, you will continue toward the village of ISTAN, right? Or at least to the road, so you can travel east from there. Do you guys want to, what's your plan through the mountains? Do you want to go northwest to the village first to stop there and get supplies if you want? Or do you want to go directly to the road
We're
and
gonna
then
go
cross?
We're gonna need rations.
Okay. So stop by the village first.
Could I be on the lookout for
You're looking out for something? Something in particular?
yeah, I was gonna try to find like rat caves if that's possible.
A rat
Yo,
cave.
it's good.
Okay.
King has returned.
Yeah, so you'll focus on observing for any signs of rats. So just remind me and I'll let you know if you see any, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so you're currently traveling. The whole crew is, of course, moving, carefully observing their surroundings on their way, but you pay more attention to, of course, any signs of rat or caves, right? Rat caves. Very well. Let's see. And in your next turn, just remind me and I'll tell you if you found any signs or not. Alright, but yeah, you're actively searching now. Muhammad and...
Is it my turn again?
Yep, Muhammad and Bro, it's
yeah.
back to you guys. So, you spent some time...
Can we take a moment to exchange spells?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's do that. Prepare yourself.
So,
Mm.
let's say that prior to today, you read his spells with your read magic spell, so his spells are readable to you, right? So if you want to memorize one of his spells instead of one of yours, you could do that, right? From his book. So do you want to memorize light or hold portal?
That's kind of confusing. So wait, I can just learn magic from him? Or
Well-
I need to replace something?
No, you can. So you used read magic, let's say yesterday, right? Because if you get one spell per day, so let's say that before this expedition began, you read his spells, so that both his spells are readable to you now. So starting for today, if you want, you can memorize one of his spells from his book instead to cast, right?
But I only have one spell. What do you mean instead?
So Mohammed, you used read magic, right?
Yeah.
So you used read magic on his two spells that he has. So now
Yeah.
you can memorize them from his book. Right. So instead of memorizing your own spell the
Okay.
next day, which is today, you can memorize either light or hold portal. Does that make sense?
So I can, for example, today memorize one and then tomorrow another one.
Well, you only can memorize up to one spell a day. Right. You have a maximum of one
Okay.
spell to memorize.
All right. We have light, and what's the other one?
Hold portal.
The whole portal.
Well, what is hold portal?
That's actually used.
It keeps the door from opening typically.
Keeps the door open.
It keeps it from opening, so it shuts the door. Right. It keeps it closed. This is very helpful in the dungeon. Right. So the seal spell. Something funny?
Alright.
We should not have split up.
I mean, the light spell can be used in combat too. Light spells, you can use it and cast it in someone's eyes, which would blind them.
Someone's eyes. Close their eyelids?
The light spell can be casted into someone's eyes to blind them.
Yeah, I pick light.
yeah.
I pick light.
Yeah.
Alright, you both can have light. It's a combat
But
spell
wait,
to some extent.
Game
Right.
Master, I have a quick question. So let's say I blind someone with light. Can I blind them in one turn and also shoot them with a slingshot in one turn?
In the next turn you could,
Would that work?
but it takes a whole round. It takes a whole turn to cast a spell first, right? Then you can shoot
We
them
gotta
the
do
next
it
turn.
one at a time. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it one at a time.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay, then listen. We're gonna do like this basically. One of us blinds the enemy and the other one just beats the shit.
sure.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Cool.
Alright. Let's go.
So the two of you are making plans for your first or your second turn. You're just looking over your spell books,
I learned
memorizing spells. Yep. You spend an hour memorizing the light spells together, so you both have light memorized for today, right? So I'll put that in your notes that you have that spell memorized. Let's see. Spells. You guys have light memorized.
Alright.
Okay. So, in the meantime, while you guys were in town memorizing spells, we're gonna go back to the other group, which was traveling through the mountains now, right? You're making the way past the border into the mountain range. And from here to Easton, that is roughly 3 miles, right? They'll have to get through some grasslands first, and then climb their way through the mountain range. The mountains will have your speed, right, by 50%. So our crew will get there in about, let's see, this is a 2-mile stretch. We'll say about 2.5 hours, right? It should take about 2.5 hours to get to Easton. So right now for them, it's currently 9:30, so they should get there around noon. Okay, so let's check if there are any encounters on the way through the mountains. The first half hour is just the grasslands. No signs of wandering monsters. We'll check for any wild animals. Okay, nope. And we'll check for any small game. Nope. So the journey through the grasslands was uneventful and safe. Now for the
Is there any rat
mountains.
caves?
Oh, yes. You observed for any rat caves in particular and see if there are any signs. No signs of rat caves in that hour of marching. We'll check the mountains now too. So in the mountains, party is observing, careful about moving, and we'll check for any encounters with wandering monsters. We'll check for wild animals, small game. There were some small game out here in the mountains the first hour if you're interested. Something like maybe some pheasants or something flying in the distance if you want to go hunt them. And then lastly, we'll check for any of those rumored cave-dwelling people, right? It's 1 in 6. Okay, unfortunate. And of course, we'll check for any signs of a rat cave. Nope. So during your first hour of marching, right, we'll see what happened first. The pheasants, yeah, you saw pheasants first. So in the first hour of your march to the mountain range, you came across a flock of pheasants, right, flying over the mountain range. Were you interested in pursuing them to hunt, or just move on? Some birds, wild birds. No interest?
Nope, we're not doing that.
Okay.
No what though?
When the hour is near, when you're nearly halfway through the mountains, so maybe at 33% through the mountains toward Easton, right? You have your first encounter with the rumored monstrous race of humanoids out here. Let's check the distance, or first we'll check for surprise. We are not surprised. They are not surprised. So that means there's a safe distance between us and them, fortunately. And we'll start with a distance of 46 times 10 yards. So you found footprints at most, right? If you want to pursue them. So, yep, footprints. They're old footprints, right? But you found the footprints of large humanoid feet that are similar in the description of those that you've heard about, these strange cave-dwelling men or mountain men who are living out here. You could pursue the tracks if you'd like, or you can move on. or something else. So you came across footprints. Something's out here. You could turn back
I
as well
think
if
we
you want.
should avoid them.
Oh, I've been meeting this one.
So these footprints,
Let's avoid the encounter.
they're headed toward the northeast, right? So you found footprints headed northeast. You're going northwest, so you should avoid them, or you should be able to avoid them if you continue northwest. So they're old footprints going
avoid them.
northeast.
Yeah, we're avoiding them.
Right, if you're tracking them, you might follow the footprints, but you guys are not trying to follow these footprints, it sounds like. Alright, your travels will continue. In the meantime, while you continue traveling, we're back to the other group. So the other group just finished, of course, memorizing spells this morning.
Yeah.
After memorizing
Just
spells,
finished memorizing.
Bro and Muhammad, what is your next plan or move?
We start moving.
Sorry, one more time. Our next move?
Yes, what's your next
Actually,
move?
we head to the front lines together.
Yep.
Alright, sounds
Follow
good.
me.
So you leave the town of down.
No, fuck that.
You make your way down the road to the border, or to the river, and this road is heavily trafficked by troops at the moment. So there's a constant flow of caravans bringing in, or moving all kinds of provisions, or all kinds of things, right? Like it could be wounded, it could be supplies, weapons, construction materials, right? All kinds of things are being transported along this road this morning. You're marching toward the front lines, and you'll find that the road is just kind of dotted with various small camps right along the road. Eventually you get to the bridge itself, right, which is heavily guarded bridge. There's a gatehouse at the bridge, right, on the west side of the bridge, which is heavily guarded and defended. And of course along the river you can see there's like stake walls pointing toward the east, right, to deny easy access onto the shores of this side of the river, right. So it's a well defended riverside. When you get to the gate, right, the soldiers stop you, of course, and tell you, sorry, gentlemen, beyond this point is enemy territory. Unless you have, unless you have good reason to continue, it is too unsafe for you to. What are you saying?
We gotta blind him and sneak in.
You want to blind the guard?
Put me.
You want to cast a spell on the guard? They can.
Wipe it on his face.
So you start laughing at the guard. You start talking about blinding him. You're not. I'm asking you what you want to do.
No.
What do you do?
We wish to pass upon the call of arms, sanctioned by the ruler of.
Indeed, what he said.
Okay, let's see the reaction. The reaction is positive. So
Oh,
the two of you chuckle and laugh and talk about casting spells.
positive reaction.
And then you correct yourself and you go ahead and tell them that you're here to continue to the front line, right? You've been permitted to continue, and let's see, they react positively. So he says, very well, just be careful out there, right? The gate opens for the two of you and you may proceed into the front lines, right? So you're approaching down the road, you're approaching the first line of trenches up ahead, right? So it's just along the road here, up ahead, well defended entrenchment position just past the river, right? There's a camp on this side, a small camp in the trenches, of course. But you found the first line of, or I guess the last row of trenches on the other side. So there are more further out, but you're at the first trench, right? So trench 1. This one seems very peaceful and calm, right? There are soldiers down in the trenches. Do you want to make your way down, or do you want to just go across and continue across the battlefield or into the plains?
Planes.
Just march outward.
No, wait, hold on. Before we do, what is down again? Like if we follow the trench down, where are we gonna go?
If you go into the trench, you'll be in the trenches, right, where there are soldiers are guarding and encamped. This trench is calm and peaceful.
fuck that
You're not.
shit.
This is not the front lines yet, right? This is the back
Alright, do
lines.
it.
So you have to
Put
keep
on the
going.
war
Right?
paint.
So you have
Put
to
on
keep
your war
moving
paint.
through the field. All right, we'll come back to your crew. You guys are moving from this trench to the next, right?
Yeah,
So-
put on your war paint.
Okay, you apply some mud to your face.
Yeah, let me put some on for you.
Sure. Help conceal your identities, or your yeah, camouflage your skin, right?
No, it's yeah, we want to camouflage with like
It's camouflage.
yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Back to this group up here. You guys are almost in Easton, right? You've been traveling to the mountains. You had one close call with monstrous tracks. You saw some animals earlier. The last hour of your approach. Let's see if you make it to Easton, right? Checking for wandering monsters first. Let me know if you guys want to change up your directions, but the current situation is that you're traveling. Of course, the travel is you're traveling toward Easton still, right? You're not quite there. You're about to be there. All right. So no wandering monsters this time. We'll check for any large animals. Nope. Small game. Nope. And finally, or we'll also check for the mountain people. Nope. And lastly, we'll check for any signs of a rat cave, right? Which is being observed by one of the crew members, right? Who's, you know, actively searching for a rat cave instead of anything else, right? So the other two are, you know, alert for anything else, but she focused on rat caves in particular. Found no signs of a rat cave out here. Alright, so you have now arrived in Easton, right? At the time of 12 o'clock. You have had no breakfast and no lunch, so your characters are quite hungry. From here, what would you like to do? You're in the village of Easton now, which is a mining settlement, right? The settlement in the valley of these mountains.
We're gonna go buy some food, eat, and then set out.
Okay. So yeah, you crossed over a major bridge, approached the gatehouse, they let you pass. You make your way to the farmlands, the countryside of the valleys, then into the village, to the market, to stock up on provisions. Now the village of Easton, they have a surplus of armor and weapons, right? However, supplies and equipment are more scarce here, particularly sustenance, right? They're not able to produce their own livestock or food as quickly as everything else, right? So when you start buying food, you realize everything is more expensive when it comes to food. 5 pounds of food is 2 coppers, right? Rations, even more expensive. 3 rations is 2 coppers, right? So it's just double the price, basically.
Yeah.
Do you want to get food or rations?
We'll get food to eat right now, and then rations for later.
Okay, so if you want to get cooked food ready to eat now, that would be a meal. So they're kind of expensive. But if you want to get just produce that you can cook yourself, it's a lot cheaper, but you have to take the time to cook it, right?
That's fine.
Okay, so you're willing to cook? Yeah. Right.
Yep.
How much food do you want to stock up on? Again, 5 pounds is 2 coppers.
Would that be enough for 3 people? 4 people?
Yeah, to feed you 1 meal, but you might want to have extra food for dinner, maybe.
Yeah, that's why we're getting rations as well.
Okay, so 3 rations, 5 food. Is that good?
We're gonna need 4 rations.
Okay, so how about 6 rations? Because 3 rations is 2
6
coppers, right? So 6 rations will be 4 coppers.
Yep.
Who's paying?
I will.
You will. Okay, so you.
Thank you. Yeah, because I left all my copper in the bank. Sorry, man. I should not have done that.
You both did. So you'll both have to write bank notes. Yeah. So, the bank is a universal. There's a banknote system in the game, right? Where you can write people basically like medieval checks, so they can turn it into the bank to pick up copper. There's a bank fee though of 10%, so that's a protection fee.
That's fine.
All right. So when you.
So am I able to use my copper in other places, or?
You could. Yeah, you have banknotes. So like bills
Okay.
instead of like paper money instead of the coin itself, right? So.
Okay.
In exchange.
And couldn't you bank money in other, like, spread your banked money around towns as well?
Well, the bank, you have
So-
this bank system is only for the Kingdom of Iceland. So if you take it to different towns, you would open up another bank, right? Another campaign region. So this is the Kingdom of Iceland's bank, right? So if you go to like a different settlement, like over here, the village of Halab or the Horse Steps, right? Which are like Eastern people, right? on the frontier or the steppes, right? Then of course they have a different bank system. You wouldn't be able to access your money here, right? So
Like what area?
okay, so anyway, Sean's, you're taking out some money for food and rations. You said 5 food and 6 rations. So the total price then is 6 coppers. With tax, it's going to be, or protection fee is going to be 7 total. So you got 32 left.
That's fine.
And in your backpack, you now have, you got food, you got 5. And you're going to go, your crew is going to go cook that up, create meals. And you've got rations as well. Rations, you got 6 ready to eat. So, at this point, I would say, unless the others have anything else to say, your party is going to be leaving the village of Easton, not too far, but to the countryside to create a fire and cook up your food, right?
Yep.
Before we go, can I just quickly pop into the cavern?
Tavern?
The tavern.
Yeah, sure. Alright, and BERIM, is there anything else?
I would like to ask around for...
Go ahead.
I would like to ask around for any information on pests, such as rats or wolves, that the village is having problems with, and where we can find that.
Alright, you're in luck. So you asked the barkeep if he knows of any jobs in regards to pest control, right? It tells you that, yes. There has been many issues besides the Morlocks in the region within the village itself, due to, of course, famine and rot. There has been indeed a giant rat problem within the village, under our streets, in our sewage systems, right? There's been an abundance of rat growth recently, right? This is happening all over the world. It's kind of a pandemic. So there is indeed bounties placed on these giant rats that are growing under our village, in the sewage systems, if you're interested in hunting them down. Our sewage systems aren't too large. We're not a very large settlement after all. But the rats are growing numerously in the streets, and we've heard of monstrous ones growing in dog-like sizes under our village, right? If you're willing to visit and go down into the sewers. Few of adventurers and rat catchers have attempted, but few have made it out alive. Best of luck. Okay. With that said,
I told him thank you, and
he says you're welcome.
yeah. Did he tell me anything about the reward, such as the money?
He nods and says, yes, the Lord of Easton is paying rat catchers and monster hunters to hunt these rats down. At the moment, the bounty placed on normal rats is not too good. I believe you might have to kill 10 normal rats, maybe, just to get a single copper. But the giant ones are a nuisance, a real problem. And he's paying, I believe, he's paying 1 copper for 2 giant rats.
Dungeon Master,
Okay, and
Just a moment, Mohammed.
I have a question.
Just a moment.
Oh yeah, alright.
Yeah, let Claire finish her turn.
I asked him if he knows the approximate amount of how many giant rats there are.
Alright. He's not too certain on this. He says, I'm not too certain. I believe there is a large population since our village is infested with them. You can imagine down the sewers, you might come across a swarm every few feet. That's how bad it's getting these days.
Okay.
Yeah, when you walk out into the streets of Easton, you notice that there's a bunch of rats out there, right? Like crawling through the streets, rummaging through the trash, right? Because there's a lot of refugees entering Easton from all the surrounding settlements that were raided recently by the Morlocks, right? So all these refugees coming in, all this trash building up, right? So, alright, in the meantime, as Claire was gone talking to the barkeep at the tavern, as SCHWANZ was at the market making purchases, BERIM, did you want to do anything in particular in the village of Easton? Or did you want just... Yeah, did you want to make any effort to try anything here?
I'll just stick close. I'll just stick close to both of them.
They split up during that time. So one went to the tavern, one went to the markets. So did you want to be with SCHWANZ? Or did you want to be with Claire?
Sure.
Okay, SCHWANZ.
I'll go with SCHWANZ.
Alright, yeah, you guys were in the markets. Were you interested in buying anything while you were there? ISTAN has a surplus of armor and weapons, right? So it's a little cheaper here.
What do I have? A breastplate?
Let's see. BERIM, you were wearing a gambeson, a heavy gambeson. So heavy, full body padded armor, right? So you got a padded armor right now, right? Like a full padded armor, right? Yeah, the armor here is 90% its normal rate of value, right? So like it's definitely a little cheaper than down, right? Be a good time to buy some armor or weapons.
Okay.
I'm back.
And so I can use my banknotes.
Yep, you could use banknotes indeed.
Okay.
The other question I had before I got disconnected was how cheap is the armor here?
Yeah, BERIM is shop for armor. So while you were buying rations and food, he's actually shop for armor at the moment. And it's from what you guys saw so far, at least what BERIM is finding as he's here in the markets with you, but he kind of split off to look at the armor instead and weapons. It's finding that the prices are about 90% its normal value. So like a gambeson, instead of costing, I mean, I think gambeson still costs 5, but like heavier armors, like mail, for example, instead of costing like 50 coppers as what it usually costs, is like 40 instead, right? Like plate armor is a lot cheaper here too, right? So instead of 250, it's like 225, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know.
All right, so BERIM, you want to buy better armor? Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much copper do I got?
You've got 19 in the bank. What you can do to upgrade is either get a better helmet or a better shield, because you don't have a shield yet.
Okay. Let me get a shield.
All right, sounds good. So a heavy shield or a normal shield. Heavies are like kites, for example. This is not to scale. This kite's actually like twice the size of a heater, right? So it's just how it's shaped, but...
Can I afford a heavy one?
Yeah, you could. So they're cheaper here. A kite shield here only costs a heavy one, right? So a heavy shield costs 9 coppers instead of 10. But with the sling included, it costs 10, right? So it's like 1 copper off. Because a slung heavy shield and down is 11 total, whereas here it's only 10.
And do you allow me to fight with my spear and shield?
Yes, you could do that. A pike and shield, not really.
Okay.
But a spear is fine, yeah.
Okay.
What's
So
the difference between a pike and a spear?
Spears are a lot shorter. They're like 10 feet. So you can throw them, you can one hand or two hand. Pike is always two-handed, right? Very long. Usually around 20 feet instead.
I will buy the heater, I guess.
Okay. The heater is like the normal size shield. So you want the normal shield
the
or
kite is the bigger one?
yeah, so this picture's not to scale. This kite's supposed to be twice the size of a heater, right? It's not to scale.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So-
I'll get the kite then.
Like this. So this is a kite, and this would be a heater, right? Or alright, sorry, this is a kite right here. These two are kites, right? The long ones. This is a heater shield, right? So it's a little smaller, so half the size of a heavy shield, right? Do you want the kite? A heavy shield, right?
What's the AC difference?
It's one difference, which
they're,
is
they're both 1. Okay.
well, it's one difference. So the heater is -1 AC, the kite's -2. Right.
Oh, give me the kite. Give me the kite. -2.
Sounds good.
Yo, can I be a werewolf, by the way? Is that possible later down the line?
If you get
What
bit
the
by
fuck?
one, let's see.
Are they common?
But typically,
That
once you
sounds
become a werewolf, it's really hard to maintain your control of yourself. You will become a monster.
I get the transformation spell.
Yeah, so if you lose control of your
Okay,
character,
that's
you
okay.
can't play him anymore. He becomes an NPC and does what werewolves do, right? When he's a werewolf. But some players have special abilities, right, or powers, magic, right, that can help them stay in control. So they can do what they want as a werewolf, right? And not be a monster, right?
Transform spell. How do
Yeah.
I get that?
You can either buy one, find it, or earn it, right? You earn it by, of course, getting to the right level, so you can cast it. Right. Either way, you still have to earn it, right? Because buying it, you have to get a lot of money by earning it. All right. We're at halftime, so let's take a small break. 5 minutes, please. So, take 5.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Hey, DM.
What's up?
Remember to knock 2 off my AC.
For sure.
AC,
Yeah.
air conditioner?
Armor class, recorded armor class.
Air conditioner? There's such a thing.
Anyways, yo, you guys. Listen, I never thought my homies, my day ones, would switch up on me like this.
What day one, man?
Man, I thought you'd be more supportive of my goals and ambitions in this campaign.
Hey, yeah. Alright then.
It's okay.
Let's
Yeah,
go for it.
bro, that's the mindset.
Yeah.
It's all about the hustler mindset, bro.
Talking like an Indian.
I'm telling you that.
You're talking like an
It's
Indian.
the hustler mindset, bro. I don't know, bro. Maybe you're not into that, but it's okay. I can just, you know, we can keep the males alive too if you like. I don't. We need a horse. We need a horse, bro.
Yeah,
When you get tired, you know.
We need a horse?
What do you mean?
A horse for...
Carrying or a loot?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that'd be more of a mule job.
Mule? Nah,
Yeah.
they're not as pretty.
Steal someone's carriage. I don't know.
Yeah, I was actually thinking we could attack the convoy. You know,
No,
the
we're
caravan.
gonna attack the goblins. I think they have some good stuff. Take some with you, yeah?
Bro, they got like sticks and like teeth, bro.
Go ahead, go take
Wait.
some with you.
Do you think they stink?
What? Yo, you're asking that after we smear your shit all over me?
I'm wondering.
You camouflage me with your shit. You put on the war paint, wipe it on my face.
No, bro. No.
Alright.
Do you know Goblin Lair?
Mm-hmm.
Slayer?
You'd fit in. You'd fit in.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You're one of the goblins.
Goblin. Nah, bro.
You're one of the goblins. First page of comments there, that's you. You would take it from an orc? You would let the orc do its thing.
Bro, you're really into that shit. What the fuck is wrong?
No, that's you. You don't do that shit.
No, you actually need to stop talking about that. What the hell?
You're the one
You're
trying to
fantasizing, bro. You fantasizing.
You're the one trying
See,
to
I was
fuck.
plotting.
Nah,
I was plotting. I was plotting. You're fantasizing. You see the difference?
Okay, you took my bluff.
Bluff. Didn't sound like one thing.
I was just bluffing, you took it.
Yeah, you sounded pretty serious, man.
I was just bluffing. Checkmate. Or whatever. Whatever.
Okay, that's bad.
I meant to start wiping. Works.
They're kind of scary, bro. What the fuck?
You got the wrong ones. Or the right ones. Search up D&D orc.
Oh, I like this a lot more than orcs.
Oh. Damn. Is that a female orc?
Slash, bro.
That's
No,
a
this
female
is
orc.
I don't know.
I don't know. Go for the orcs.
No, bro. Imagine how stanky, bro.
You
don't want that
think.
stanky orc. No, bro. I don't know what you rubbed on yourself, but it wasn't me. I'm clean.
You gonna switch up on me like that?
Yeah, bro. My bad. I saw you turning, so I had to take initiative.
We're in this together.
You're in that alone.
Yo!
Yo, alright. Okay, would you let orc guts as an orc, would you let him?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
so your break is over. We're gonna get back into it. So we left off with SCHWANZ's party out at the town, right? Some of them were making purchases, some of them were gathering information, but we have to move on to Muhammad and Bro again, right? So you two have
bro, it's about time, man.
made it past the backlines into the next trench, right? Which is the middle line, right? So you're almost the front lines now. So you're at the middle line now, right? So at the middle line, as you approach this trench, right? During the day, of course, it's early in the morning this day. It's a full day. It's kind of chilly out here. You made your way across the field and to the next line of defense, the next trenches, right? That stretch far north to south, right? You climb, or you can, as you approach, of course, you can see troops within the trench. One of them kind of looks out to you guys for a moment, and then goes back into the trenches. But as you make your way closer and closer, you can hear them calling out to you, right? The troops in there, and they're saying, as you approach, they say, they call out to you and say, "Hey, careful," right? And that's all they say, right? But when you get there, do you want to climb down into the trench, or do you want to go over the trench and move on to the front line trench?
Move on to the front line.
Go into the front lines?
We're still gonna sneak in.
Alright, we go to the front line.
Okay, so you continue toward the front lines.
Though.
Sneak now?
Yeah, we want to roll for stealth because we're camouflaged, though.
Alright, so you want to crouch run to the front lines?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you
roll, yeah.
Quickly, climb down and out of the midline trench. And as you're climbing through, of course, let's see how the troops react to you. And there are soldiers in here, and they're uncertain of who you are. They're indifferent, and they don't seem to react to you at all. They don't stop you. They don't greet you or anything. They just kind of are confused of who you are, and you move on. Right?
We are very stealthy.
Yeah, you seem to not want to interact with them.
Therapists.
So you push on. You cross over into the frontline field, okay? And as you approach the front lines, right, this is when it kind of gets a little dangerous, right? So naturally, this land out here is very flat, grassy, tall grass, flat, and little to nothing out here, right? Sometimes there are trees, sometimes there are hills, but not much, right? Sometimes there are creeks. But you get to the next trench. This is the final trench, right? You can see out here at this trench, it's heavily guarded, right? You climb into the trench, or you can, as you approach this next trench, you can see some troops there observe you carefully, and then they peek and observe you from the trench and then go back in. So you've been spotted by them, right? Naturally, they know you're approaching.
Rolls down again.
And you're crouch running right through the field, so you're audible but you're not visible, right, to the distance, right? You're crouch running through the field, through the tall grass. Is your plan to climb down into this trench, or to do something else as you approach?
Are we spotted by goblins or humans?
Humans. It's the human trench.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, past this trench, you'll be going through no man's land, and you'll be approaching the enemy line after that.
Into enemy territory.
Yeah. So you're in some friendly territory, right? The last line of friendly territory. So you want to just climb down, and are you just?
One question.
Yeah, what's up?
So my question is there any benefit we can have from interacting with the soldiers?
You can get information. You can get an assignment, maybe. You can get help, right?
All right. I say we roll. I say we roll for getting like a couple of recruits with us, a couple of soldiers.
Yeah.
Go.
That sounds
on a recon.
Recon, yeah.
We roll for recruitment with my charisma skill.
Okay, so you climb down into the trench. And when you get down, the soldiers down here are assigned to defend this trench next to Leon. As soon as you climb down, let's see their reaction to you, right? So they gotta react to you first. They react positively and they properly greet the two of you, right? They say, yo, good morning, gentlemen. Right? Another one says, hey, welcome to the front lines. Right? And the other one says, welcome. Please state your business and identify yourselves, right? Is what the officer says nearby.
Listen, let me cook, bro. Let me cook.
All right.
Listen. We are a special operations troop going on a reconnaissance mission, requesting assistance from soldiers. Join us on our endeavor.
Okay, let's see his reaction. Okay, what you said sounds pretty good, so you get a +1 bonus, and then we'll see your charisma score. So,
okay.
Yeah, sounds pretty reasonable. Your charisma score is low though, so you don't look very strong, or you don't look very like a leader, right? So your character's kind of shy looking, right? Like nerdy looking.
-13.
It's a -1 penalty. So therefore he's kind of confused and uncertain of who you are. He says,
wow.
I will need a little more information before I can assign any troops to you. What are you planning to gather? What are you looking for? And how far do you plan to go?
I got this. I'll use my charisma skills.
Okay.
We are planning to...
You have lower charisma than me? Oh no, that's honest.
We are planning to do recon. That's it.
Okay. So you plan to do recon, gather information, right? Find out what you can. Okay, let's see what he says about that.
What the
Alright,
fuck?
negative reaction. He shakes his head and says, sorry, if you're planning to do reconnaissance, I don't see why you need extra troops. Smaller teams are usually best for reconnaissance, right?
Alright, there's just two of us.
Do you guys want to move on?
Okay, no. Let me just try one more time.
Try again?
Alright.
No, I would like to... Yeah, one last time.
Have the twink do it one more time.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna... What
Alright.
you saying?
The twink does it one more time.
Bitch, fucking ass. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna posture up, and I'm gonna tell the soldier. Listen here, Private. This is a super highly special secret operative mission. If you do not assist us with this, you will hear from higher-ups. Now, we are both very advanced magic users, and you shall assist us in this, irregardless of what you wish to do, Private.
Okay, and with that said, you have, you call them a private, so that's a -1, because you're talking to an officer, right?
Oh, he's an officer?
Yes, he's
Can I change that? Because I didn't know.
Okay, yeah. I guess you misheard, right? You're talking to the officer, not the troops. Right, so the officer's talking with you, right? His rank is, of course, he's a captain of this trench, right? So it's not military ranks, it's medieval military rank, so they don't really have, like, lieutenants or anything like that. They might, but captain is just the one in charge of, you know, a small army, right? So.
Could just said soldier, man.
Right. Alright, so you call him captain, let's say, right? So, let's see how he reacts. So let's say you call him by the right rank, you didn't intend to call him by the wrong rank. And you have a -1 charisma, but then you did sound pretty convincing, right? You say that you're a special operations team, that you're magic users, and clearly you guys have spell books in your belts that already confirms you are magic users, right? Let's see. Alright, so he's still uncertain and confused. He says, he's not sure, right? So he requests, sorry, we have orders to defend this trench, and we haven't received any special orders to assign any troops to any reconnaissance teams, including special units. Without documentation or orders, I don't think we can provide you the troops. Right? So,
okay, let me do this.
I suppose I'll have to hear from the higher-ups, right?
Let me do the talking from here.
Okay.
Fuck this up. He's about to beat us up.
We have been secretly ordered to do this, and if you do not comply, everything will die.
Okay, let's see how they react to that. So, confused and uncertain, they say, he just shakes his head and says, he says, again, without special orders or contracts, I don't see why we can, or how this could have caused us to hold. Yeah, he says no again, basically. He says, sorry, again, I cannot offer you any of my troops. Without any proper orders, we cannot assign you any troops. And we will do our best to defend this position. Our men might die, right? But it is our job to defend it.
I proceed to...
Yeah. You guys want to move on? Or do you want to keep trying?
I proceed to call him a patient man and thank him for his employment and his service in like a last ditch effort to like recruit him while I pretend to be walking away with a bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You just are respectful and thankful. Let's see how he reacts to that as you
We
depart.
walk slowly. Okay, slowly walking.
Right. He reacts indifferently.
Oh,
It's a low
gosh.
roll. So he just nods and says, very well. Good morning, gentlemen. Good luck on your mission, your assignment, right? Whatever
Last
it might
chance to
be.
reconsider.
Yeah, they refuse, right? The troops have orders to guard this trench, right? So,
Last
Alright,
chance.
let's go.
you guys want to move on?
Let's go.
Or wait some long?
It's fine.
Okay.
Let's
We'll come back
do
to you.
this, it's fine.
So, that was your guys' turn. And now we're back to the other group, which is in the village, right? So, the other group is somewhere in the villages, right? To the northwest, out here in Easton. They're, of course, gathering supplies and information. But at this point, do you guys want to regroup or something else? So, SCHWANZ.
Yeah, we'll regroup.
Okay.
Eat or
Yeah, regroup and eat up, right? Let's say you already have regrouped and cooked up some food and ate your lunch, right? Which costed you, so you turned all your food into meals then. You cooked up all your food, then went all into meals. And now it's 5 meals instead. You ate 4 of them, so you're at 1 meal left, which should last for a couple days, right? Without refrigeration, so, or just a day without refrigeration. Rations will last a while, right? Or almost forever, basically, without refrigeration, as long as you don't put them in like moldy areas, right? Too hot or too wet, right? Too cold is fine, too dry is fine, right? It's rations, right? Okay. So from here, it's about 1400 in the afternoon. You guys want to push on east toward the Kobold Caves or something else?
the kobolds.
Okay. So SCHWANZ, as your caller, right? He leads you east from ISTAN, right? Claire and BERIM, are you on board? Or is there anything else you guys want to do or say before we set out?
Yep, I'll follow.
Okay. Seems like
I shall follow as well.
good to go. So 3 of you continue your travels east then, toward the Kobold Caves. And we're going to go over your travel sequence. You're going to take the road, it looks like. This road has been rumored to be dangerous, due to, of course, the war and all that. A lot of people have, particularly poor, dangerous men, have turned to crime, right? They have been raiding and robbing on this road recently. The entire road from here to down. Large groups of mercenaries have formed, and they're considered to be known as bandits instead, right? So, large group of armed men have turned to banditry, right? Robbing, murdering people on this road now. So you have to watch out for that too. But the road will increase your movement speed through the mountains by 50%. The mountains slow you by 50%. So you'll be moving at normal rate 2 miles an hour. And from here to the grasslands is roughly 1.5 miles. So it should take you guys about 1 hour to get to the grasslands. Okay. During that hour, there's a chance to encounter wandering monsters. None. We'll check for any large game. None. Small game. Yes, there was some small game on the way there. Mountain men. None. And lastly, outlaws. None. And then maybe if you want still, if you're still looking for rats, we'll check for rats too. None. Alright. So for surely, all that was encountered on this road at some point was small game to hunt. In the mountains, your next type of small game you saw moving through the valleys was a rabbit, right? Did you guys want to hunt some rabbits or just move on?
We can try to hunt some rabbits.
It'll just cost some ammunition, basically.
Yeah,
How long about? Yeah.
Alright. We are
I got a fur bow.
not surprised. It is not surprised. That means that you only found rabbit tracks. You have to track it down, right? Is that fine? It's not nearby. You just found footprints. So it will stray you from your path, right? It's just footprints now, right? you found rabbit prints headed toward the southeast, right? So like toward the river.
We're following, right?
You want to pursue some rabbits? All of you on board?
Yep.
They're not worth any money usually.
Yep.
They're just extra food, I suppose, right? Okay, so
Wait,
your
stole the food.
party pursues the rabbit tracks, and eventually you close a distance of roughly 3 times as close. So your starting distance again was a safe distance, we'll say, of 130 yards. At 130 feet, you spot them. Any closer you might get, it might cause them to see or hear you, right? So in the open valley, you're just moving through the mountain range, off the road, and at 130 feet from your position in this mountain valley, you see down at the creek that branches off from the main river to further east. There are some rabbits there, like a family of rabbits living out there along the creek. You guys can all take aim and fire at one rabbit, or multiple different rabbits. How do you guys want to do this?
I don't think a spear or hand axe is a good hunting tool for a rabbit. It would destroy it if I did hit it. So.
Yeah, you're also out of range. 130 feet right now. So your best chance is Claire and SCHWANZ, right? So SCHWANZ, you can use your
Yeah,
bow.
shoot.
You both can use your bow. Alright, roll to hit. 1d20. Claire should auto hit most likely because she's a thief, but unless she gets a nat 1. Alright, Claire, you hit clearly.
15.
And you auto kill because your damage is just way past its maximum. Alright, SCHWANZ, you managed to miss your shot despite the bonuses applied, which is, of course, you're backshotting it, you're shooting it from 30 feet, you with the high ground possibly.
Backshotting?
Yeah. Alright, he missed his shot. Claire hit and got 1 kill. So in the end, after this encounter, you guys got 1 rabbit. The other rabbits ran off naturally right after that. Disappeared into the underground, into the burrows. So we got 1 kill. It's just 1 rabbit. It has bones, guts, fur, and meat. Right. So for now, it will be listed as a rabbit, dead rabbit on Claire. So you can stuff it in your knapsack. Right.
I have a backpack as well with this one.
Alright. It's worth no experience. Right. And from there, do you guys want to just continue back on the road and east toward the kobolds or something else?
We got some extra food. That's good.
Yeah, we've got plenty of food now, right? So, eastward or something else? Kobolds, right?
There's a couple.
Right. See, I can move this. Alright. Oops. Okay, sorry, my flag is being weird. Alright, so back to the other group. The other group has finished talking to the men in the frontline trench, and at this point they're starting to climb out and continue across no man's land to the enemy territory. Is that right?
Yes.
Alright, so now are going into a danger zone. You're now moving into enemy territory, right? You're going through the no man's land. It's just open steppe, open grasslands. It's somewhat hilly. Every now and then there might be a group of trees along a pond or a creek out here in the plains, right? Not a lot, but for the most part it's just a flat land, right? Just completely flat, just tall grass, right? Like this. Just flat land, right? Grassy, flat land. And you march across it, moving through the tall grass. You're doing a crouch run, right? Which helps you not to be visible, but you are audible because you're running, right? So you're crouched, you're running through the field, hopefully not to be spotted. Now, as you move across no man's land, this is when things might get dangerous. There's a chance to, of course, encounter wandering monsters, super low chance. Alright, but there's a high chance to encounter enemy position, right? As you move across the grasslands here. The chance of encountering an enemy position is gonna be, or spotting one out here, as you move across the field, is basically gonna be
90%.
it's gonna be about it's gonna be double. So it's gonna be during the day it's 2 in 6 chance to spot an enemy position, right, or be spotted by an enemy position. So 2 in 6 chance, right, as you move across the field. So 1 or 2 indicates enemy encountered, right. So you encounter no enemies across the no man's land, and you're actually able to cross the fields peacefully until you arrive at the first enemy trench, right? So you find enemy trench, you see no enemies yet, but you see up ahead from a safe distance. Let's see, are we surprised? Yes. Are they surprised? Yes. So close position. So you didn't notice it until you were close, right? So at 20 yards out, so 60 feet, you're just carefully moving. You notice that there's a trench up ahead, 60 feet, right? No enemies spotted, just the trench itself, right? So you can see like where the trench is as you're moving to the field. 60 feet away. You want to low crawl to it? You want to keep crouch running or something else? You've spotted an enemy trench.
Crouch running.
Yeah. You have not been spotted yet, it seems, or nothing's shooting at you yet.
Good.
How many enemies are there?
You see none at the moment, but you've spotted an enemy trench up ahead, 60 feet from your position.
I say we go
crouch run
into the trench.
So if you crouch run, they might not be able to see you, but they will be able to hear you. If you low crawl, they will have a very low chance of seeing or hearing you, right? You can low crawl fast, right?
Low crawl fast.
Fast low crawl. In that case,
Yep.
or fast crawl to it. So they will possibly hear you when you get close, but from a distance, they won't hear or see you, right? But once you're
Possibly.
right, once you're no longer far or there's no cover anymore, no concealment, they can easily hear or see you, right? Once you get up to the trench.
I say we just walk normally up to it.
Yeah.
Walk normally? Are you sure?
What about
Casually we stroll up to the trench?
Yeah, we want to casually stroll up to the trench while very carefully observing if there are any enemies, and our plan will be to go into the trench and to just like Assassin's Creed. Exactly, just Assassin's Creed style, just take out any enemies we encounter in the trench.
Okay.
And once we run it all the way back, that's like our plan.
Wait, so you want to
for
assault the
resources
trench?
and
I thought you
potentially
guys wanted to be reconnaissance, right? So reconnaissance is not to make contact with the enemy, right? It's to just gather information.
Oh, plan changed.
Do you want to go back and report
Yeah,
what you
you're
found, or do you want to assault the trench?
No, we're not gonna report. Assault the trench.
No, we want to inspect it. We want to scout first, and then we make a decision if we.
Okay,
should
so
go back or
go
if
even
we
further in.
let
That's
them
like
do it.
Let's see how the
that's
trench
like
goes.
really hard reconnaissance. That's
Yeah,
like
okay,
infiltrating.
Then we crawl low and slow.
Low crawl to
Slow
it.
and slow.
Okay.
And
crawl
start
into
loading
it.
my
Yeah,
gun.
since we're already.
All right, so you load up your gun, right? And you start crawling, and the other guy can load up whatever he's got. Let's see, what is he got? A sling and stone. All right.
Trusted.
Very well. You're crawling up to the trench at this point. So you're
put
crawling
him
to
in
the
this
token
thing.
racks. Slowly, you crawl up to the trench. It takes you some time. It takes a while to get up to the trench. But as you close the distance, as you're about to enter the trench, we'll see if anything hears or spots you. The chances is pretty high. There is only a 2 in 6 chance, basically a surprise check. 2 in 6 chance you can surprise them as you crawl into the trench. So 1 or 2 means that they don't hear or see you crawling into their trench, right?
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2.
Okay, they heard you, right? And they see you. So,
Wow.
well, they probably heard you
Yeah.
first, and then they saw you after, right? So let's see how many you're up against. So you guys get your first encounter, right, in the trenches. Okay. So you get your first encounter, all right. Do the first combat. So this is a medium scale map. It's gonna be 10 yards per grid, right? So 30 feet per grid. 1 token will represent your team. So who's the leader between the two of you? Is it Bro or is it Mohammed?
Wait, who has more HP?
Bro
He's
does.
gonna leave it at.
So Bro, you want to be pointman?
He's a leader.
Okay.
He's a leader.
Oh, Mohammed's leader?
You go first. Mohammed, go first.
Okay. So Mohammed's pointman. Alright, so you get to pick your token then, since you're the leader. So Mohammed, when you see a token you like, tell me, and then tell me which one you want, right? Like column and row.
They're kind of hard to see. I got you though.
Sorry, I
What
can't zoom
about-
in.
Wow,
What
that is.
about that one?
Which one? This one?
No.
Left, right, and up.
No.
What column? What row?
Wait. First one, third one. What do you know?
This one right here.
Actually, can you?
First row, third column.
What is this one on the bottom? Wait. What is the bottom one? Second one.
Bottom, second here.
No, bottom. All the
Oh,
way.
down here.
One lower.
One lower.
What is that?
It's like an
Does he
Ottoman
have a
skull.
face?
Yeah, he does. He's got a pointed tail.
Looks like a tree ornament.
You want this one?
I don't know. I can't really see it, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
It's like this.
You get a Turk.
Yo, that looks so goofy.
You got a Turk.
All right, so that represents your character. This is Mohammed. Okay.
It's Mohammed, is a Turkish guy.
So this is your guys' team, right? As you climb into the trench. So again, every grid represents 30 feet. Your first trench.
I'm facing away from the enemy.
Just a moment. Let's see.
Alright.
What is his mouth?
So we're gonna use dotted lines to represent where the trench starts on the west side, but this trench is going north to south that you're approaching, right? Because you're moving east toward it, and basically, that's not good. Yeah, we'll just do normal lines. Okay. Oh shit.
Bro, people's fantasies are so fucked up.
Okay. You're still level 1.
So that's the trench, right? It's about maybe 10 to 20 feet wide at times, right? And you're approaching it, right? It's a jagged, it's twisting and winding trench, naturally like most trenches are. And you're approaching it, and do you want to approach like at a point where it's like protruding outward, or do you want to go into a point that's inward, right? Because that might make a difference. So you want to go like into it. You want to approach like an outer trench or an inner trench. Does that make sense?
So closer to the enemy or further away?
Yeah. The difference is, right, if you go to the outer trench, you might not get flanked, right? But of course you're further out, and I mean either way you might get flanked. Just that if you go into the inner trench, you'll.
Alright, then let's just go.
Yeah. You want to start with the outer trenches?
No, we might get what if we go into the inner one?
You might
If
get
you go to
flanked.
the inner one, you will get like it might be easier for them to flank you, right? If you go to the inner trench versus the outer trench. But if you go into the inner trench,
You
the
know
nice
what?
part about it is I don't really know too many advantages to going to the inner trench. That might be more dangerous. Usually, they're maybe not as guarded. That's about it. The outer trenches are heavily guarded
Go
usually.
in.
So you want to do the inner trench, right? So the inner trenches are
Let's go.
usually weaker because they have the outer trenches to protect them, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I sent him in first, though.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like he jumps in first.
You're the one with the most health. Trust me.
I have 1 health.
No, you don't. You have a 1 million health.
Dungeon Master, how much health do I have?
Can I do a convince him?
One,
Like
two.
roll and see if I can just convince him.
No, not really. Not really how it works.
Okay.
Are
So
you sure?
save time. You went toward you said an outer trench, right? So you went toward an outer trench. We'll do.
Inner, we said
Oh, inner? Okay, inner. All right. So inner trench,
I
you
wanna
were moving,
convince him that he has 1
and
million
as you approached it, you were heard by the enemy, right? So we'll check to see the number encountered here on the trench. So their front line, they just got like fodder up at the front line. So goblins in this area. First encounter the goblins in this first position. So we got the goblin position here, right? So you're approaching. The first enemies you're starting to see or hear is a group of goblins, right? Who are encamped here.
Don't worry, I got your back.
On guard. Okay. So
I got
let
a
me
gun.
check.
No,
Ember appearing real quick.
You go in front.
I got a gun. I can back you up. I'm a sharpshooter.
Trust you to not shoot me.
I'm a sharpshooter. Okay.
So down in this trench,
You're a dull shooter.
Let me use. What number is that?
4.
Is that 4 goblins?
4 goblins. Good luck.
So we're outnumbered immediately, right? They got
Okay.
4 in this first trench.
Listen, we can take out 2 easy. No problem.
Easily, yeah, no problem. 1 shot, 1 kill.
There's 4 here.
Just 4 here.
In the trench to the north, there's more of them. So there's 2 up here.
Oh wow.
In the trench
Let's
to
see
the
the
south,
total.
We should get the 2 up there first, right?
there's 7 up down here.
Let's get the 2 up there.
So you approach this one. You got 2 of them up here. You can't really hear or see them, but these guys hear you and see you, right? They heard you and saw you, right? As you were approaching, their guard heard you and alert the other ones nearby. This is the front line trench, so they're on guard. And of course, you approached, and as you approach, you're crawling toward them. You can hear them climbing to see you, right? They're climbing up their trench to see you, like they're peeking. So as they start to peek, do you want to just take aim and prepare a fire, or do you want to fall back? So you're in tall grass, you can crawl back.
Man. You're still camouflaged, remember?
Yep, so you were about to climb into their trench just a moment ago, but right before you could, you can hear them getting ready, right? So do you want to climb away,
You might as well.
or you want to crawl away, or do you want to hop in the trench?
We roll for stealth.
No, we already
Roll
did.
me, It's you.
Yeah, they
It's
heard
only
you already.
you.
So they hear you, they see you.
What do you mean it's only me?
You're the one who's a leader. You're the one.
You're in the front,
over
I
there.
suppose, right? So you can be in the front if you want.
Yeah,
You guys
I'm
could
in
have
the
been
back.
side by side, or you guys could have done a line.
Nigga, wait, hold on. Who put me? Wait, why am I in the front?
He let you
You
crawl
chose
ahead.
it.
So he's
You wanted to
not
be a
with
leader.
me?
You wanted to be a
Wait.
leader.
Shut.
Yeah,
Stop.
Mohammed,
I'm
you're in
in
the
the
front.
back.
You're leading the crawl.
I'm a
So,
sniper.
all right, you got to make a
Yeah,
reaction.
I'm
So you're
leading.
about to enter a combat, right? So you have 1 move in each combat round, right? Combat's when someone chooses to attack. But before the combat starts, you have a chance to withdraw from combat. So you can hear the enemy inside the trench grabbing their weapons, talking or mumbling to each other, right? They're like talking to each other. You can hear them like panicking a little bit as they hear you crawling up to the trench, right? They're grabbing their weapons. You can clearly hear that. Do you want to crawl away? You want to crawl in? You're right about to enter, right? And you can hear them getting ready.
So use the dark as an advantage.
You want to attack now, or do you want to retreat or something else?
Okay. How about this? I retreat and wait, bro. I retreat and basically I lure one of them out, and you just shoot him.
Alright.
So Muhammad
Just
in the
start
front
beating
starts
on
to
him.
crawl
I'm not gonna
back,
shoot him.
and he like whispers to
Wait
bro,
till one
like,
moment.
bro, get ready to fire, right? And bro, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna stab him.
Stab him with the
Blind it,
fire lance?
stab it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
blind it first, or you want to stab him?
You can do that.
Okay, so no, he's
Uh,
you'll get one
blind
action
first.
each. So Muhammad's crawling back and he's whispering to you to get ready, right? So
Alright,
you want to just
blind.
get ready to stab the first one you see with your fire lance?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and they begin to climb, right? So he crawls away into the tall grass. You're waiting near the trench still in the tall grass. They begin to peek, and as soon as they peek, only one of them peeks at a time, right? Because it's dangerous. So one peeks. Actually, I'll see how brave they are. So we'll do a discipline check. Basically,
Damn.
if they are brave enough, then maybe they'll all peek at once, right? If they're not, then maybe only one can peek at a time. Alright, so they were brave, so all of them peeked at once. So they all stuck their heads up at once, right? All at once, right? To see what's there. And as soon as they peek their heads over the trench, right? You stab that one of them in the face, okay? So you're going to roll to hit him. So roll 1d20 to hit him.
1d20. 1d20. Okay.
You stabbed as Muhammad was crawling back.
20. Please 20. Please 20. 3.
Alright, your first attempt might miss. So he poked his head up. Your bonuses, the enemy could not see you at first. He poked his head up. You see his head, right? He is somewhat susceptible, right? So you surprise him from the tall grass. You get a +4 because he's not sure where the stabbing came from. But even so, you missed, right? Despite that, the roll's too low and your spear goes right past his head, and he ducks right back under, right? And as he ducks, the other ones see you and they have their weapons, and their weapons of choice are short bows, right? So they have their bows knocked with arrows, and they see you stabbing and they start to loose arrows. Now, as they're loosing arrows, right, they can't see you too well. You're in tall grass. They can see kind of the dark body, that's in the grass that you're stabbing from. You're at least 10 feet or closer to the trench so you can reach
Bro,
them.
stealth.
Muhammad, as he's stabbed and the other one's about to shoot him, right? They peek and they're knocking arrows, or they already had arrows knocked, so they're drawing their bows, right, or drawing an arrow and about to fire. Do you want to cast your spell instead, or do you want to shoot your sling and
I
stones
want to
at
run
them?
away.
Run away.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, Muhammad,
cast light.
you want to run away or you want to crawl away?
Bro, cast.
Wait, I cast. Wait.
You get one
What
action,
time
so
of the day is it?
it's daytime.
Oh shit, cast.
It's daytime.
Cast darkness.
No, that's stupid. That's stupid. I cast. Wait,
Yeah.
the Dungeon Master, is darkness
Find them.
effective during the day?
Yeah, you'll create a cloud of darkness, and nothing can see in complete darkness, right?
Alright,
So you'll
shit.
blind them,
Go
right?
ahead.
You'll or create a
I'll do it too.
like a smoke
Will-
bomb, basically.
Wait,
I'll do both.
wait, okay.
You want to cast
You
darkness
can
over
do
here,
darkness.
Chris?
I do light.
It's not your, bro. It's not your turn.
So you get one move.
I'm
So
just suggesting.
Muhammad,
One move.
Alright.
you cast darkness, right? You're casting darkness. Okay. So you were in the
I
middle
wanna
of casting
wait,
darkness,
I want to cast light.
or you cast light
Not
instead.
cast darkness.
So it's magical dim light. All right. So
Wait, dim. Wait, hold on. No. Dungeon Master.
what's up?
Doesn't it blind them?
It only blinds them if you cast it in one particular, right? So if you cast light in their eye, right, it only targets one. There's four. So you want to cast in their eye, or do you want to cast
so
it?
darkness targets all of them?
No, darkness. You can target one, or it can target an area. If you target an area, that particular area is completely dark, right? It's like a cloud of darkness.
Oh.
Yeah.
I target.
No
I target
group
their
can see
area
that.
of all the 4 goblins.
So if you want to truly blind all of them, you would want to cast darkness over their position, right?
Yes. So
They won't
don't
be
shoot my nigga.
permanently blind though. They just have to walk out of the dark cloud to see again, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a smoke
I
bomb,
just
Yeah.
want
right?
to obstruct them for 1 round at the very least, so he has time to like not get shot.
Okay. In the meantime, we're gonna
Yeah.
go back to the other team, right? So while you guys are in the middle of combat on your side of the campaign,
Cliffhanger.
cliffhanger. The other team has been making progress toward the east, right? They've been traveling through the mountains. They hunted a single rabbit, and now they're continuing into the plains, right? Trying to get to the kobolds. So, this next stretch of the travel for them is on the road through the plains. It's about 2 miles away, and they're moving at the rate of 3 miles an hour on the road in the grasslands. So, it should take a little less than an hour to get to the kobold caves for them. During their travels, we'll check for any last encounters, starting with monsters, and then we'll check for animals. No animals, no small animals. We'll check for rats. One of the crew members are observing for rats instead of anything else, right? And then, of course, we'll also check for outlaws on this road, banditry. Right, you safely journeyed to the cold caves. After another hour, around 4 in the afternoon, right? It's pretty late in the day already. You reached the kobold caves, the south side, right? Unless you wanted to approach from the west and go to the east. I mean the west side. So you want to, as you approach the kobold caves, do you want to approach the west or the south side? Because you're west of it, so you can, or the north side. What side would you want to approach? The base camp is to the south side, right? If you're approaching the siege camp, the down siege camp.
Yeah, go to the southern cave.
Southern cave today? Okay. You want to just get to the cave itself, or do you want to visit the siege camp first? Which is a safe distance from the cave.
What is this to see? Yeah, we'll go to the southern camp and figure out what they have.
Okay.
There's some things, maybe.
Alright, sounds good. Alright. Let's take a small 5-minute break again before we continue.
Guys, how big is an F cup?
So, take
What?
5. And when you guys get back, we'll continue the game.
What? What's an F cup?
I don't.
What
That's-
about
Or,
C cup?
or wait, no, that's not
What?
right. Wait.
Triple Z cup.
Shut the fuck.
No, quadruple Z.
How about you quintuple? Shut the fuck.
Alright, bro, those goblins will not let you hit.
Discord emo, yo.
No. You're a Discord YN, bro.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Exactly.
You wanna play rock, paper, scissors with me?
Sure. I chose wrong.
I say Claire as a voice changer.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Scissors. What did you pick?
I chose scissors.
Oh damn! All right, let's go again.
Alright,
Rock, paper, scissors.
What did you pick?
Paper.
I chose scissors.
You liar! You fucking lying piece of shit! I don't trust you.
I swear I chose scissors. I swear.
I don't believe you. Yeah, I believe in myself. So let's go again.
I believe myself too.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors.
scissors. What did you do?
You first.
No, you first.
You first.
I'm holding my hand. I know what I took. You
Yes,
first.
I know what I'm holding too. You go first. You first. It's
That-
about trust and integrity. Okay.
Nigga, what?
Come on. You go first.
What did you got?
You go first.
Uh-uh.
Well, you tell me.
No, I have mine. I won't change it.
Alright, then
Just
I
tell me.
got 2 fingers.
Me too. Alright, let's go again.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors.
Wait.
Well,
Okay, I got mine.
You get.
What did you say?
What you got?
No. You.
Then I don't trust you.
You should. I'm the most trustable.
Alright, I chose. What you chose?
What did
I
you choose?
I chose the same thing you chose.
No, you didn't.
I did. Trust me. What'd you choose?
I know you didn't.
Trust me. What'd you pick?
No, you're a liar. You're
No.
worthless.
What'd you get?
Tell me what you
I chose
chose.
the same thing you did. I chose paper.
No. I chose rock. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead. Hey, shush, bitch. Alright. Rock. Shut the fuck up before I kill you. Rock, paper, scissors, go.
I won.
What did you get?
I already won.
What you get?
2 times.
No, you didn't. What did you get?
I already won 2 times. So it's over.
No, it's best of 3 first of all.
Best of 3. I chose rock,
Me too. Alright.
paper.
Alright, let's go.
Just paper.
Rock,
Wait.
paper, scissors.
I chose paper. You lost.
Huh?
I chose paper.
Fuck.
No, you lose. Get out. No more rock, paper, scissors.
Shut the fuck.
You lost to a game with integrity.
What?
You
To a
lost
game
in
with
the game.
integrity? What the fuck?
You lost in a game of trust. Gamma gets scammed.
Disable filter permanently. Saved. Oh wow. Whoa, this website is crazy. Yo, it's letting me generate like NSFW art. That's crazy.
What website? Simulink.
I won't tell. No.
Simulink.
No.
Am I gonna have to release your DMs or what?
Yo, bro, you got nothing on me. Trust me. There's more
I got
shit out there.
Look what you sent me.
No, bro, I didn't send you anything.
You say you're gonna release it or am I gonna have to post it?
No, go on, bro.
Oh really? Oh really? Oh really? Oh. Ah. Ooh la la.
Wait, do you want the full cut?
Sure.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your break is over. So hopefully it was long enough. Let's get back into it. We left
break
off
is
with SCHWANZ's crew making their way into the siege camp south of the KOBOLD cave. So you walk into the siege camp, right? It's a small army here, right? There's a mining company as well. And of course there are other adventurers and mercenaries at this camp. But it doesn't seem to be doing too good, right? So the small siege camp, right? It's out here in the open grasslands, just directly south of the south cave entrance. It's a it's somewhat walled. It's got trenches around it, right? You approach it from the west, or yeah, you approach from the west, somewhat, right, up the road, northwest. You're moving northward actually, so maybe south. And yep, it's slightly guarded, siege camp. During your approach, of course, I think you would be welcome, but you can tell the siege camp is not in the greatest of shape. Looks like it's a lot smaller than what you have heard, right? Because a lot of, from what's been reported, what's been told to most of the townsmen down, that the troops here in the Kobold Caves region are pulling out, right? They're withdrawing from the war front. Adventurers have kind of given up the position. The dwarves have withdrawn into the mountains to help deal with other issues in their mountains, right? So they live under the village of ISTAN, right? Those dwarves, they're underground instead. The mercenaries have mostly withdrawn. Adventurers have withdrawn. All that's left mainly are soldiers. So there's a group of soldiers, maybe about half a dozen, stationed here at the siege camp. Small siege camp outside the caves. There's a small group of miners, right? So the mining company has maybe like 4 miners left here, and of course, including yourselves, you approach a small siege camp, and I think you would be welcome in. Let's see what they say. All right, yeah. So they're indifferent to you guys approaching, right? You guys walk toward it. You see the guard there. He kind of just does his job and asks you to identify yourself and state your business at the siege camp, right? So he says, "Good afternoon. Please identify yourselves and state your business. You're at the Kobold Siege, or the Iron Siege Camp."
We are adventurers from down, and we are here to assist in the siege. The war.
Okay. He reacts terribly to that. Shakes his head and kind of even prepares his weapon in defense, right? And says, "Sorry, but we're no longer allowing access to the siege camp and to anyone except troops from down anymore. So if you're adventurers, you're welcome to keep exploring the caves, but this siege camp is only accessible to soldiers from down now, right?" And he says, "We are in the process of withdrawing, right, due to the recent losses to the south, right? So siege camp is not accessible at the moment, right?" He says it's not accessible to adventurers, only soldiers from down. So if you're not a soldier from down or troops from down, you have no access in. He says, "Unfortunately, things have been dangerous lately, and we've had some infiltration, right? Group of outlaws or bandits disguise themselves as adventurers. It's hard to trust anyone these days, right? There was a recent battle within our own camp, so I'm sorry, I hope you can understand, right?" And they are very defensive after you say that you're adventurers, right? So apparently, even adventurers betrayed them recently due to the losses, right? They started to turn against each other, right? Cut their losses and get what they could from the siege camp. Some of them robbed or tried to rob the soldiers and the merchants, right? There's no longer merchants here, you can tell, right? There's just a mining crew, some adventurers and mercenaries in the camp that are friendly still with these soldiers, and then, of course, about half a dozen soldiers left in the war camp. So it's a small siege camp, right? And they're not allowing you in. You want to just move on, or try something else?
We'll move on. Don't want to trouble them anymore.
Okay.
Huh?
I really want to try and find a red cave or something of that kind.
Red cave instead of kobolds. Yeah, red caves and all that might be closer to larger settlements, right? Maybe abandoned ruins and such, right? Where they can, of course, grow numerously, lots of things for them to eat and places for them to live, right? Safely and comfortably. So that would be maybe closer to cities or towns, right? Ruins of cities and towns. So if Down never fell to ruin, or if Easton never fell to ruin, it might become infested with rats. They're not ruined yet. Okay. So in that case, what's your party's plan? Because Claire's thinking about going for rats. You want to continue on to the caves?
The caves, yeah.
Well, we have to come to an agreement. So.
I think we should continue. I just didn't understand whether we could. I thought you said.
Oh,
You said
try
we
the
couldn't.
rats. You could still try rats if everyone else wants to continue hunting for rats instead.
No, for the kobolds, you said that they didn't let us in. That's why I was confused.
Oh yeah, we can continue to the kobolds if you want. So, all right. So 2 of
Claire,
the 3.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
I have a question for Claire.
Oh, you're not with her. You can't ask her a question. Sorry.
No, not in game, outside of game.
Maybe outside of the chat you can. So if you could just text her. But anyway.
I don't want to, bro.
Sorry. Try not to interrupt when it's not your group's turn, right? It's one of the few rules we have. So, the party continues toward the south cave, and it's not long before you arrive at the south cave, right? During your approach, you find that the south cave is abandoned. There's no troops here anymore, right? It's been abandoned, right? So, you approach cautiously and carefully. You don't know if enemies are around, but it's no longer a guarded position, right? It's just an open cave entrance now. It's been completely abandoned. As you approach, you are allowed to prepare, and if you want, you can map. Do you guys want to map this area?
Let's map it, yeah.
Okay. So you start to map the area out. Alright, let's go to a small scale map. You can begin mapping this cave. Alright, so here's the remnants of it. In the past, this cave we were doing pretty well here. We managed to take some of the positions, but after lack of efforts here, of course, slowly and surely, the kobolds eventually retook the positions, right? So, but yeah, in the past we were able to take a decent chunk of the south cave back, and then we gave up again, and the south cave was retaken by the enemy. So, we have mapped out a good deal of it. We used to own a good chunk of it, but due to a lack of any offensive action, the enemy became offensive and drove the mercenaries out of there, right? The soldiers from down out of there. So yeah, the Downix soldiers have been reduced to only a roster of 10 soldiers left. So, back at the siege camp, of course. Safely to the south. But today we have with us BERIM, of course. These 2 are not here today. These 3. Just get them off the board. We've got SCHWANZ third. Let's see if I can find your token. Okay. There he is. Right. And then we've got LANU, the veteran, level 1 fighter. LANU. I don't know if that's a woman's name or a man's, so I'll let you choose. Is LANU a man or a woman? Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Alright, LANU appears to be maybe a... It's a male name, perhaps, yeah. Looks like it's a male's name. Okay. LANU's a man. Right. LANU, veteran. He is currently equipped with a shield and spear. And then, of course, we have Claire. Claire, do you want to use your bow and arrows or something else?
I'll use my bow and I'll let us talk.
Whoa!
Your voice is... your mic is...
She's turning. She's turning.
It's cutting out. You're having that
Sorry.
issue again. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Must have been the one.
Alright. Alright, Claire's a new character, right?
No.
So let's
Oh,
get
I'll
her.
use a pole and a torch.
Pole and torch? Okay.
Shield and spear for me, DM.
Alright, shield and spear, sounds good. You've got your shield. It's a heavy shield, right? Let's see.
I believe so.
Sounds good. Claire, she's got her pole and torch. So pole, torch. Okay, so the party's about ready to head in then. Naturally, the cave entrance is the same as you saw it last time, for those who remember. It is a 10-foot wide cave tunnel headed north for 10 feet into a cave that continues northwest. The cave seems to be about 20 feet north to south, right? And as for how far it goes west, you can't tell quite yet from out here. So the only way forward is north and then west, right, basically. Who would like to lead this expedition into the cave?
SCHWANZ.
I will lead.
SCHWANZ and Claire? Okay. So the two of you are leading the way in, right? Lighting the way with your torch and pole. You can prod the floor as you explore. Carefully move, observe, and map the area. Right? So let's check for any changes. Since the last time you were here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 areas of note. That could have changed 9. Let's see. Right, so some minor changes since the last time you were here. Okay, so basically nothing of importance, but minor changes include weather changes to note. Right, so on your way in, you observe that it is now dry in here, right, due to the cold weather. The cave is dry.
Interesting.
There's something to note on the way in, right? Dry cavern. It's cold, it's dry. The cave continues northwest for about 40 feet from the east wall. So it's 20 feet north to south, 40 feet east to west. The only way forward is either west or northwest or north. Which way would you continue?
Huh? Okay, let's see.
West, northwest, or north?
South, north.
North. Okay. Claire and SCHWANZ carefully explore toward the north, right? SCHWANZ carrying his shield and symbol in hand. Is that right? Or do you want to switch to your shield and mace or something?
Mace and shield.
Okay. Claire, of course, in the front with her pole and torch, lighting the way and prodding for traps. BERIM, spear and shield. LANU, spear and shield as well. Carefully at the ready, right? So nothing's toward the north. It's been cleared. And then you would want to move either southwest or west or, yeah, which direction from here? You still have time to continue. So west or southwest? How would you like to continue? Or do you want to do anything here at the corner?
Let's continue west.
Push west. Very well. And you can see the one only exit in this cave is to the northwest on the north wall. The exit leads out into a tunnel, 10 feet wide, covered in dried blood stains. It starts to smell a bit weird. Originally the cave was smelling, you know, kind of like dried leaves and moss, right? But now it starts to smell like the faint smell of rot and blood up ahead, right? So copper smell, a bit of stinky rottenness, right? Like something like hot garbage or spoiled meat, right? So it starts to stink a little bit up ahead. Let's make sure that corner is clear. So taking point is still SCHWANZ with Claire, you know, providing him some torchlight as he peeks around carefully. Or maybe Claire will be in the front actually. She was going to be peeking since she's got the pole too. So she peeks, prods into it, carefully peeks that corner, clears that dead space, right? Let's make sure it's clear. We're gonna roll dice to see if she spots anything out of the ordinary. Any encounters. Alright. So we encounter nothing in there.
Time to go.
Oh, We lost a player?
One of the newbies.
One of you guys had to head out? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, okay. Yeah. I guess Wallet's gonna head out too, probably. He's already deafened. So, I guess we'll just end the game for them. They will just retreat after they, of course, cover their retreat with a spell. So they can retreat and report what they found. But I guess they didn't die at least. They accomplished something, right? They did some reconnaissance as a separate crew. That's about all they accomplished as a team. But your team, maybe will make some progress in the Kobold Caves again, right? Retake the Kobold Caves. So far it's been clear though, right? Despite humans abandoning the cave, it's been clear so far at least, right? Interesting. Okay, so the next tunnel is also clear. Dried blood stains, an open pit trap.
What's my retender's name?
LANU? LANU?
LANU. Tell LANU to start prodding to spear.
He can't because Claire's in the way. She's prodding with her pole.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay. You want to push up north? It's the only way to continue. Or do you want to do something else?
Continue forward.
Making good progress so far. No enemies in sight, no contact yet. Oh shit. I don't know why it keeps moving like that, it's weird. Okay.
Continue forward, it's fine.
Oh, I think it's a fog of war, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, the fog of war is messing with the token.
Okay.
Yeah. The fog of war feature in this app. Yeah, it's being weird. Okay. Anyway. As you make your way north, carefully, still clear in the front, right? Staggered formation because she's the prodder. There goes again the fog of war. Alright, she's prodding. She, of course, can clearly see the open pit trap here. She peeks and prods into the next tunnel to the east. Further ahead, your crew can spot the end of the tunnel, kind of, right? Or the far end of the north tunnel. Let's check if it's clear. Alright, possibly not clear. Minor changes, nothing important. In that north area, you can see some growth, some minor changes. It looks like mushrooms growing on the wall, right? So that's a little different from last time. Mushrooms.
Don't touch the mushrooms.
So some fungal matter growing on the wall, right? That's toward the north area. I can draw it out for you too a little bit. Alright, so yeah, mushroom growth up there. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, it's clear, right, to the north at least so far. There is a continuation of the north tunnel to the east, but you can't see it from down here. As you peek the east tunnel, like last time, you can see the remnants of old dried blood stains covering the floor, right? Scattered or splattered against the floor and walls of this rocky and rough cave tunnel, right? It goes 20 feet east. You peek it, and it seems mostly clear. We got some changes to the far end though. Something out of the ordinary is encountered. Let's see. So it's not a monster, it's not a treasure. It is something out of the ordinary, special. Let's roll to see what kind. Okay. You'll see to the far end, something dripping down from the ceiling. It appears to be something greenish and ooze-like, right? Dripping down from that ceiling to the east. Maybe that's why there's nothing out here anymore. It's a weird, slimish substance on the ceiling dripping down. Right? So, a greenish slime to the east, dripping from the ceiling.
Do we have a light source?
Torch.
Guys.
Yeah, Claire's got a torch. See a green slime on the ceiling as she carefully observes eastward.
Where's the slime from?
It's on the ceiling.
Say we avoid it.
Can't really avoid it. Because the only way to avoid it is leave.
Can we go a different direction? It looks as if we can
Maybe go north.
go north.
There's nothing north.
Some mushrooms, about it.
Oh, I see. Well,
Yeah, it's a dead end.
Well,
say, has anybody ever seen green slime before?
Nope.
How do we get rid of this?
What? It could just be a slime, but you can use fire.
Spiders.
Fire? Put your torch to it.
alright, Claire. You wanna...
Use,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
can you spare one, Claire? Light another one and then throw one at the slime.
She seems unresponsive. You're standing in the cave. The slime continues to drip. You do notice some other features about the slime, like bits and pieces of the slime on the walls itself. Don't seem to be dripping down though. They seem to be sliding up back to the ceiling. Very slowly though. Something you notice after standing here and observing it for the past 10 minutes or so.
Claire, burn it. It's not natural. Burn it.
I will burn it.
How do you want to burn it? You just want to walk up to it and put your torch in it? You want to throw the torch or something else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll walk
I'm
up
gonna,
and set it on fire.
yeah.
Walk up
I'm
to
gonna
it.
step back to third rank. Oh, second rank.
Fall back. Okay, so Berim will have to back up so you can fall back. Then Berim, you want to go to the front then? Take a spot.
Sure.
Okay. SCHWANZ, you fell back to second rank. Claire, you want to approach the ceiling slime and start to burn it with your torch. You won't be able to reach the ceiling too well, but you can definitely reach the floor and the walls, right? Is that fine?
No. Yeah.
Okay, so you're making your way down toward the green slime, right? And the ceiling above you is rocky and cavernous, covered in spikes. And you can see bits of the slime on the wall and the floor and ceiling, right? You can't reach the ceiling, so do you want to burn the slime on the floor or the slime on the walls or something else?
On the floor.
Alright, start with the slime on the floor. Okay, so she starts burning the slime at the floor, right? She kind of takes a knee and sets her torch into the slime, and it seems to be reacting negatively toward it. It seems to be damaged by it. You see the slime bubbling up and sizzling right against the fire and heat. And as that happens, you can see it's like the rest of the slime starts to, you know, spread out almost, right? Like try to slime off. The slime on the floor is sliming toward the east, away from you as you burn it. You want to continue toward the east and continue burning it. It's sliming away, right? It's like trying to get away from you. It's dying against your torch.
Okay, shit.
Continue. In the meantime, what do the rest of you want to do? Just watch her, observe, help her.
I shall guard to the north.
Guard toward the north. So just eyes and ears to the north. LANU will, I guess, watch her. Right, peek around the corner. SCHWANZ, what do you want to do in the meantime?
Be guarding our backs.
All right, you look around and it's completely dark to the south. Right, the only light is toward the southeast, toward the exit. It's completely dark. All right, so slime, or sorry, Claire, you know, you burn and start melting the slime, and it's sizzling and being damaged by your torch. Clearly, right? Every 10 seconds that you're burning it, you can see it's melting away and evaporating and dying, right? It's sizzling. It's seems to be moving very erratically and very like yeah, erratic and crazed, right, by the amount of pain you're inflicting to it. So it's just like wriggling all over the place, trying to get away from you. It's very slow though. Let me check its movement speed real quick. So every 10 seconds, let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Alright, so every 10 seconds, it's able to move 3 feet unless it wants to do something as it moves. So it's just completely trying to slime as fast away as it can. And every 10 seconds, it only gets 3 feet away. So it's super slow compared to you, where you every 10 seconds can move a lot. You can move, you know, about 20 feet and still take an action, where it has to do no actions and just completely move, and it does only 3 feet. So it's very slow to move, right, as it moves east. So there's, again, a slime on the floor, pieces of slime on the wall, and then suddenly the slime on the ceiling drops down on you, right? That ceiling slime did not move. It was waiting for you. You were being baited. So unfortunately, it drops down on you, surprises you, right? So you're in the middle of melting a good chunk of the first slime away, and you nearly killed it, maybe, right? Every round that you touched it, you touched for about 2-3 rounds, right? Melting the floor slime. Let's see. Every round you were able to do 1d3 fire damage to it. So we'll say you dealt. Go ahead and roll 3d3 to the first slime. First half of the slime. Should be enough to kill the floor slime. So it was melting away, reacting to the fire, right? Negatively, it was just melting very quickly, right? So I need you to roll 3d3 for the 2 to 3 rounds you melted. You did 7 damage. For the one on the floor,
yeah,
it only had 5 hit points, right? It's half of the slime. The other half of the slime is on the ceiling. That half of the slime drops down on you, right? And covers you in slime. It just collapses on you from the ceiling finally, right? It was waiting for you. You were moving and burning, and that's what you declared, right? And the ceiling one, you forgot about that one maybe, and it just plopped down on you, covering you in slime. So you're just completely slimed, right? And now that you're slimed, let me check if your torch went out. As it dropped down on your torch, possibly too. Possibly hurt itself on your torch. So I would say there's a 2 in 6 chance that it did not touch your torch, right? So 2 in 6 chance that that it did not touch your torch. So actually no, I would say there's 2 in 6 chance that it did touch your torch. So it's a low chance for it to actually touch it. So yeah, so 1 or 2 means that it touches your torch, and anything else means that it did not touch your torch. Alright, it did not touch your torch, so your torch dealt no damage to it and remains burning, right? Alright, so you can continue trying to melt it off of you, right, as it's got itself engulfed around you. So you're just completely covered in slime, and it seems to be exuding acid. You start to feel like the slime that's on your bare skin, such as your face and hands, right? You do have clothes on, so your bare skin though that gets touched by it, it seems to be burning, right? Like it's almost like a sunburn feeling. You can feel your hair starting to melt, your skin's starting to melt. It's burning really bad. Let's see. In reaction to this, BERIM, you were on guard, so you were ready to react, right? You're watching the north when suddenly you hear Claire to the east kind of collapse and maybe even, grunt in pain or scream in pain from the amount of pain she's enduring from this acid. What do you want to do in response?
Can I run to her? Is she wearing a cloak or a cape or anything on her?
She has no clothing except her tunic, boots, belt, braids, or maybe she has
Okay,
only shoes on. Yeah.
I would like to run to Claire and try to get her tunic off of her with my spear.
Okay, so like slice it off, right? Something like that. Okay. So Barrow's trying to get over there to help Claire. Lanu's in the way, and Lanu sees that, and his job was to guard. He sees that some slime has jumped her, right? So he's gonna react. Morale check. He remains on. Yeah, he does his job. He remains on guard. Seeing that she's being attacked, he moves in to try to help her, right? Doesn't exactly know what to do. He moves up there and tries to stab at the slime, possibly, right, with his spear. So he gets ready to stab it, but he doesn't want to hurt Claire, so he's not sure if he should. He gets up there and said, you know, as he's moving up, he's like, "Should I hit it? Should I hit it?" Right? He's asking for permission, right? And Baron's getting up there, right, to slice her tunic open. In the meantime, SCHWANZ, what are you up to for this round?
Well, as I hear that, I turn around and I don't, okay. Let's turn around and run up as well.
Try to get there and provide some assistance, maybe. Okay.
Yep.
Anything you want to do from back here? Just stand by and wait to help.
I can do. I mean, I blocked off. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Claire, you're covered in slime. The torch hasn't gone out. It's not covered in slime, fortunately. You want to use it to burn the slime off? Now, if you do try to burn it off, you might hurt yourself in the meantime. Right? You'll put fire on the slime and yourself. So, it dropped in from the ceiling, so most of the slime is on your hair, on your face, shoulders, and hand. Some of it is on your tunic, of course, the shoulders of your tunic, and your upper chest. Little of it is on your shoes yet, and legs, right? So, but it will eventually drip down to your whole body. It's consuming you. It's melting you. And you try to start burning it off. Do you want to start with the slime on your arms, shoulders, or face or hair?
I'll start it with my arms.
Okay. So yeah, you can feel it melting your face and hair, and you start trying to melt it off your arms, right? So you put the fire against your arm, right? Or you put your arm over the fire and try to melt it off. And as you do that, BERIM comes in from behind you and tries to slice open your tunic. Is that right? Or was it something else?
I'm sorry, go ahead. Say that again.
You're trying. So how do you want to pull off her tunic? Because her tunic is secured by a belt. Are you just trying to cut it open with your spear? Carefully cut it open?
Jeez. I will try to get in between it and her and just rip it off, you know, with strength.
So your bare hands, part of the tunic is not covered yet. The lower half of the tunic is not covered. So if you want...
Oh, okay. So if the bottom half is not covered, I will use my hands to try to bring it over her head and then toss it to the side.
Okay. So you try to start doing
possible?
that. Yeah. And LANU sees what you're doing and he tries to help out. And as you're pulling her tunic over her body, right? Yeah, trying to just pull it from under and over her. You realize as you're pulling up, it's not coming undone because she has a belt on. So as you're pulling up, LANU gets up there, drops his spear and shield. You know, and you guys you're pulling on her, the slime dripped on her. He's instead trying to take off her belt, right? So he turns her around and tries to unbuckle, right? So she got to unbuckle the belt first, and then you can rip the tunic off. And then SCHWANZ, in the meantime, is there anything you want to do?
Nothing I can do from back here, no.
Alright, so Claire, go ahead and roll 1d3, and that's how much damage you're going to deal to the slime and yourself.
Okay, 1d3, huh?
No, that's for Claire. Claire's going to do 1d3.
Oh. Okay.
She's using a fire or flaming torch, and she's going to auto hit, right, herself and the slime because it's on her. And she's subduing herself, possibly. She's not burning an area that she could be killed from. So even if she drops to 0 hit points, She can't be killed, but she will have a permanent, you know, wound possibly. You know, a high degree burn. So Claire, roll 1d3 if you haven't done so already. Oh, you just did? Okay, you got a 1. Alright, so
Yep.
far, Claire, you did 1 damage to it and 1 damage to yourself. And this slime, it is, let's see how much slime there is. There's only about 5 pieces of slime collectively. So you melted one of the slime pieces on your arms. That one's melted off. But there are 4 pieces left, right? The 4 pieces left, there's 1 piece on your head, or there's 1 on your face, 1 on your hair, 2 on your shoulders, and that's it, I think. Or, yeah. Or 1 on the shoulder, basically, and 1 on the, yeah, we'll say 2 on the shoulders, yeah. So, the bit of slime that was on your arms, you managed to melt those pieces off, right? So, the fire touched it, and it's like, of course, like the fire is like salt to a leech, right? So it just kind of sizzles up, chemically reacts, and just melts off, right? It's like, it's in so much pain, right? As the fire touches it, it just starts melting, like dissolving immediately, right? So the fire is very effective against this green slime. It just starts melting, right? The fire consumes it like fire to paper, right? Basically, or something. Well, it's a slimy substance, so yeah, it just kind of melts away very quickly, evaporates, or hardens, right? Blackens, chemically reacts to it, just becomes charred pieces of green slime, rubbery substance, right? And yeah, you hit yourself. You have some kind of burns on your arm now, right, from the heat. It wasn't severely damaged though, because you have a decent amount of hit points. You have 2 hit points left, right, after doing that. And then of course, while that was happening, while you're melting it off your arm, LANU unbuckled you, and BERIM ripped your tunic over yourself. And now you're naked, but at least there's no more slime on your shoulders. And as they pull it off, I suppose they can try to wipe some of the slime off, right, with the tunic off your head and face if they want. They can try, like, as he's ripping it off, BERIM, as you're ripping it off, you can try to, like, rub it off her face, I guess, at the same time. There's slime on the upper part of the tunic, but the lower half is not covered, right? At least the outside wasn't covered. You're pulling it from under and inside, pulling it inside out, I guess, and you can use the non-covered parts to try to, like, peel off the slime on her face and head if you want. It does melt the tunic pretty quick, so it's melting. The tunic is getting very thin near the top, but it's pretty good near the bottom. This thing is able to melt things at the rate of like 6 rounds, I think, once in contact. Yeah, including armor. So wood or metal, it usually can melt that stuff in about 6 rounds. So I would say cloth melts even quicker, naturally. So maybe at like, yeah, so it's melting pretty quick. You try to rub the slime off. I would say you can get half of it off. So of the 4 pieces of slime that was on her, right, the 2 pieces that were on her head, you get 1 piece off. And then of course, all the pieces that were on her shoulders and such, her arms and shoulders or chest, you get half of that off. The other half is still on her, like on her neck area, right, on her arms still a little bit. So there's only 4 hit points left. So 4, you took 2 off. So 2 are in the tunic, which you can throw to the ground and melt that in a moment. And then the other 2 is still on her, right? She's gonna have to melt that or something, right? Or you guys have to peel it off of her, right? But then you'll get on your hands and melt your own hands. So, okay, Claire, it's back to you. It's your next turn. So you're naked now. You're covered in slime still. Your hair is melting, right? Your face is melting a little bit, or burning. It takes 6 rounds though, so you're doing okay, right? It's only been about 1 or 2 rounds since it began. So, what's your next move gonna be? You want to keep trying to burn it off? You got pieces on your chest and neck, and you got pieces on your face and hair still, right? You want to go for your chest and neck with the fire?
I'll take the one on my hair and try to rip it off with my arms.
Just peel it off. Get it on your arms, like use your bare arms and peel it off. Okay, maybe it will attach to your arms instead. So it's very sticky slime. You try to like peel it off with your arms so that you don't have to burn your face, right? You're trying to rub the slime off of your face and hair with your arm. See if you can. There's only one piece left, so your arm should do the trick. And then you can burn your arms, right? In the meantime, BERIM, right? She's trying to scrape slime off of her hair and face. What would your next move want to be?
But give her space so she can get it off herself, because I don't think there's anything I can do. Let me look a second here if I have what kind of clothes do I have.
So the resistance, in case anyone's in the future want to know how to resist slime, is to buy more clothing, right? That you can just take off, right? So like a hazmat suit. So like cloaks and hoods are very good against slimes, right? Because as they drop on your hood and cloak and gloves or whatever, you can just peel those off, right? And then burn it. But unfortunately, we have a limited amount of clothes. Oh wait, she does have a helmet on, I forgot. Actually, Claire, you're wearing a helmet, I think. So only your face is covered. Your hair is fine. Your face and neck is still covered. So you lost no hair, but your face is definitely peeling, right? Your skin on your face like sunburn, basically, right? Your eyebrows might be melted. Soon.
So I will sacrifice my tunic. I will take it off and give it to her so she can use it or cover herself with it in either way.
Okay. So you have to unbuckle your belt, drop everything in your belt then. So you're trying to take off your tunic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, SCHWANZ, do you want to try anything here?
No.
No? Okay. You just stand and watch. So yeah, she's trying to wipe her face clean of the slime with her bare arms, right? And hands and such. There's still some on her chest and neck, right? Upper chest and neck. LANU sees what BERIM is trying to do, and he'll help you, right? So you're trying to pull off your tunic, and he'll help you do that. So as you're unbuckling, he'll pull off your tunic for you, right? So he sees what you're doing, right? He will assist you, right? So in that case, yeah, so he helps you. It's teamwork, right? You unbuckle your belt as he's pulling your tunic off, right? So as it's loosened, he's tearing your tunic off, like just peeling it off you, and then he will start to use that to clean Claire off, right? And Claire, you peeled off as much slime as you could off your face, so there's still little bits here and there that won't be too damaging yet, but you peeled off a good chunk. That last hit point worth of slime, so you have 1 hit point worth of slime on your shoulder and chest, and then 1 hit point worth of slime on your arms, right? Particularly the non-torch arm, so your left arm, the same arm that was burning earlier, or that you melted earlier. So you got little bits on your right arm still, the same torch arm, right? But not as much, or you try to melt a good chunk off. The slime on the tunic that Claire was wearing is still melting her tunic on the ground, so it's completely being just melted right now. So yeah, Claire, you got it off of you, or a good chunk of it, maybe like 90%. So there's still bits and pieces. It's not completely cleared off, but you start trying to melt the last bits of slime off your arm that you used to scrape the slime off your face, right? The green sticky substance. And yeah, BERIM starts to clean you off with his tunic. So he wipes it off. The slime is melting the tunic. Bits and pieces gets on his hands, but he tries to wipe it clean off the tunic. Throws it to the ground, and eventually you survive it. You melt the majority of the slime. You burned yourself again for, say, maybe 1d3 damage. Go ahead and do 1d3 damage to yourself as you put your arm over the fire. Okay. So it's so much pain to the point where Claire blacks out almost, or she's suffering an actual injury, right? So Claire, roll 1d20 to stay conscious. And if you want, actually, you could have done a subdual damage. If you did subdual, you're like barely touching it. You're like trying to do as little damage as possible. If you want, you can have your own damage. So you can like hold back. And that way you won't kill yourself, right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you drop to 1 hit point. You deal 1 damage to the slime on your arms. And you managed to melt the last bits of slimes on your arm, while the other bit was peeled off by the tunic, right? So the BERIM's tunic wipes off the remaining slime off your face, off your chest and neck. And now you're just completely naked and injured, right? You're upper half is just kind of burned, right, from the slime. LANU will give you his tunic to wear out of decency, I guess, because you're a woman. You're naked now and injured, lightly injured. No serious injuries occurred, just light burns, right? Because you didn't drop to 0 hit points yet. So maybe half your lashes are gone, half your eyebrows, right? None of your hair. None of the hair was lost because you were in a helmet, fortunately. So the helmet protected your head and hair, not your face, though. Not enough. Maybe a little bit of your face, but not enough, right? So, yeah. All right. We'll learn a lesson, though. The slime has been melted. Claire, maybe in anger, right, takes melts the last bit of the slime that was eating her tunic, right? So you guys have officially killed the green slime, and chunks of this green slime can be sold to alchemists back in town, right? It's a pretty valuable substance, right? So you can get some money for it, at least. You also get XP for killing a green slime. I think they're worth 2.5. So you won your first encounter.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it looks like there's no treasure here, though. Just the dead green slime, right? Up ahead, of course, your party's able to see into the next chamber, which is a 20-foot by 20-foot chamber. Let me see if it's clear or not. Possibly not clear. Alright. Some slight specials. Alright. Nothing too crazy, but it looks like there's more slime up ahead. So that might be the reason for the disappearance of the kobolds and humans. Right? Slimes have emerged from someplace else in the dungeon. They are dungeon cleaners, right? So the green slime, there's more of it in the area up ahead, from what you can tell, right? Little bits of pieces to the east, right? So it's like covered, a chamber full of green slime. So covered in green slime. Right.
Claire, what do you want to do, Claire?
Well, seeing that we don't have that much torches, I think we shouldn't engage.
So we have
What?
We have like 3 torches left. We can leave Claire in the back if you guys want. If you want to push further and try to kill the rest of the slimes, right?
No.
Did it destroy any of your armor, Claire?
Nope.
Yep, everything else is fine.
Okay.
It wasn't enough time to
Yeah,
melt the
it only-
rest. So
Better.
Well,
Yeah.
I can take lead. I'm gonna have to switch out my spear for a torch. If you want? That's up to you, Claire.
Yeah, I'll have a torch.
Okay.
Claire, I did rule that your helmet is damaged now. It's corroded. Right, it's not completely corroded. You can fix it up back in town. So there's little holes and dinks in it, right, from the acid. Let's see. Aside from that, anything fragile might have melted in your upper half. So your knapsack is kind of damaged, but the stuff inside of it is fine because the knapsack protected it. So you have a damaged knapsack, so it's got some holes in it. The bow was in the quiver, so it was somewhat protected, but the string was, of course, vulnerable. So your bow is currently unstrung, right? So it's got to get repaired. You gotta get it restrung back in town. So I guess it's a unstrung bow, right? Unstrung short bow. So the bow is useless right now, and half your arrows lost their fletchings. So now you've got 5, damaged arrows, right? Missing fletchings. So 5 damaged arrows. Okay, so 5 normal arrows, 5 damaged. The slung pole is fine. Everything was fine. You lost your tunic, of course. It melted and was burned by you. Also, LANU gave you his tunic, so you're wearing his now. No, he's naked. He's just wearing his underwear now, his braids.
Pants, don't you?
Alright. So at least you're covered again. The other fighter also lost his tunic. He used that to get the slime off of you. And then we burned it. So I guess now would be a good time to have extra clothing. Let's see, which we don't have on us. Tunic. Alright, so yeah.
I need not big.
That was of course BERIM. BERIM actually had a gamson on. So I would say yeah, after he unbuckled and I guess we actually, I don't know, might have used his gamson instead of his tunic, technically. Yeah, because that's the outer layer. So we ripped off his gamson, right, to help clear. So he's currently gamson-less, right? That was melted and burned. Your tunic is still on you, actually, BERIM. You lost your armor, though, because that was your outer layer, which got melted and burned. It was a last resort kind of thing, I guess. We didn't realize what we were doing at the time, and we ended up burning and melting BERIM's tunic. Or not tunic, gamson. Yeah, his gamison's gone now, unfortunately. Okay. Either way, though, we can continue. You guys want to head back to town, or you want to try to push on? There's the area up ahead is covered in green slime. Just the next 10-foot area.
Yeah.
Dripping, right?
I think we should go get some oil from the soldiers. Or the...
They don't like us.
What?
Yep.
They don't like us.
I could try to talk to them.
You guys want to fall back and talk to the soldiers? Actually, I think we're out of game time. Yeah, we're at 3 hours. So, might just wrap it up here and we can start another one possibly. Let's see. Well, actually, I've got work in the morning, or after. I got work in a few hours actually. So, probably wrap this one up and call it a night. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you guys have any other last second things you want to do in the dungeon before we escape. No? Good to go? Alright. So, we made a little bit of progress. We got a green slime kill, so better than nothing. Alright. You can report that to the troops. Maybe, just maybe, that might convince them to hold the positions you retook. But the main reason why they're withdrawing... yeah, go ahead.
Could I ask if I could purchase some oil off of them?
Sure. Let me see if they have oil first. If they respond positively. If they respond positively, so you guys report it to them, right? Maybe some of you stayed back to hold the position while Claire went out to talk with him. So she probably left a torch with you guys, right? So one torch expended. Alright. Unless we give up the position, that's fine too. But say that she gave you guys a torch, left with the dying torch, with of course BERIM, right? So two of you stayed back to hold the position. Do you guys want to hold that position or just give it up immediately after taking it?
Hold it.
Hold it? Okay. So the guys falling back to report to the soldiers have to convince them to retake the cavern with you guys, right? They're leaving because adventurers stopped adventuring here. But since you're back, they might go back, right? So, okay. So Claire, BERIM, you fell back to base camp. You report your crew's efforts, right, or accomplishments in the caves. And of course, they reacted positively to BERIM, asking about purchasing oil, right? Let's see. So they react positively, so they're willing to cooperate, right? Maybe sell you some oil. Due to, of course, the scarcity of oil in the area, the guards have some oil, but they will sell it to you for a little more than the usual price. You're trying to buy flaming oil, like the combat oil, or are you trying to buy normal oil, like lantern oil, vegetable oil?
Lantern oil will do. I mean, as long as we have someone with a tinder box.
Yeah.
And maybe a torch.
Okay. So a pint of normal oil is going to cost you 4 coppers. You've got 19 in the bank.
I shall purchase 2.
Okay. So it would be 8. However, there is a tax you have to pay. due to the protection fee on the banknotes. So you have to pay an additional 1, right? It's a 10% tax.
Oh.
So it's gonna cost 9
Yeah,
total.
that's fine.
Right. So you're at 10 coppers left. You get 2 oils from them.
Okay.
Right. You can take that back into the cave if you want to go and melt those last few guys. But yeah, their job mission, the soldiers' jobs and mission that was assigned to them, originally was to, of course, defend any positions that adventurers took, right? But they got new orders to withdraw because adventurers gave up in the area. So, you know, hearing that the adventurers are back, right? Their original orders are to hold positions that adventurers take. Let me see how they react to to your accomplishments. If they react positively, they might try to hold the position, go back to the original hold the position, and see if they can get new orders to continue the fight here. Otherwise, if they fail reaction check, if they react negatively, they won't care, right? They'll just continue with their current orders, which is to withdraw, slowly withdraw and pull out of the caves, right? They react positively, so in favor, they're willing to negotiate or whatever, and they accept, right? They go back into the caves with you, and you guys are able to re-secure the first cave, the intersection, and that's it. Yeah, since that's the only area we managed to clear. So we'll get now that they're secure again, you guys can start a little deeper in the cave without any issues next time. Hopefully, as long as we continue to make progress here. So I'll get a took on the board to represent friendly captured positions. Okay, so we have one in the cave now, right? So first position's in the cave. And another position is up here, or we'll do, yeah, at the intersection, just, yeah, at the intersection, I suppose, be best. Let's guess, they don't want it to be in the way of anything. Yeah, that should be fine. They put it up there to the north. Okay. And then some guards, of course, will enter and help hold the position. They can offer about half their men to go inside and half will stay outside. They'll have shifts, of course. Alright, with that said, you guys have succeeded. You've captured the position or the cave again, the first 2 areas of the cave, right, or 3. We got the alcove captured again, was cleared out, the mushrooms growing on the wall, unidentified, untested. We secured the intersection, we secured 2 tunnels, the entry tunnel as well, actually there's 3, and of course the entry chamber, right, entry cave. So a decent push back into the caves, right? We haven't taken everything back yet that we already have taken in the past, but we're making progress to retaking it all back eventually, right? Maybe the party will continue campaigning against kobolds again. We'll see. Alright, as for experience, today you guys earned 2 experience points for killing a green slime. So, and then treasure-wise, you sold the remnants of the green slime back in town, and an alchemist purchased it, and it was worth 25 coppers. So you have 25 coppers to split. You have 2 experience to split. Alright, it's not much, but it's better than nothing, right? So, since there's
actually, that's
yeah.
pretty good.
Pretty good? Okay. Yeah, maybe better than the last one, for sure. Alright, so only 2 of you can get experience then, or 1 of you gets 2. So, who should we pass the experience to? I guess who are your MVPs for this expedition?
Claire, for taking the chance, she should get it.
I appreciate it.
And maybe BERIM for saving Claire and helping her kill it, or SCHWANZ for leading the expedition. LANU is just a retainer, so he shouldn't get it.
I was in the back the whole time. I don't get any.
Okay, so Claire and BERIM get it. First point.
I think that's fair. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, the one to kill it was Claire and BERIM, I think, with the fire and all that, the clothing they used. All right, money-wise, we can do that somewhat equally. I would say LANU gets a half share, right? You guys get full shares. So we can do, let's say, maybe 7 each for you guys. So that brings us 21. 7 times 3 is 21. There should be 4 left for LANU, right? So he'll get 4 and you guys get 7. So 7 days of pay, right? So Claire, you're at 7 coppers. BERIM is at 7 coppers. LANU is at 4 coppers. And SCHWANZ, you're at 7 coppers. The other guys get none because they weren't part of your crew. They did a reconnaissance and accomplished little to nothing, right? They found where the enemies were, but I think the soldiers already knew where the enemies were, right? They were just east of the no man's land, right? So guess that they maybe noted where enemy positions were, but by the time that they attack again, it might be reconfigured, right? It's kind of useless what they did, right? Unless we were assaulting right after the reconnaissance, then it might be helpful. But we didn't, or no one did, right? So, all right, good job. Thanks for playing, guys. I hope to see you at the next game. Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah. You guys have any questions, concerns? Let me know. If you guys want, you can also go back to town to celebrate, since you guys did win. So it's up to you.
Gambling.
You guys want to spend some time to celebrate, do a post game. So we did pre-game already, which is the game preparation.
Yeah, sure.
We did gameplay, and we can do post game, which is celebrating your spoils, right? Spending your money on what you want. So you can go in town. You can buy a house if you have enough money, or buy something to enjoy yourself, right? To celebrate your crew. Some common activities are also available, right? So I'll go down the list real quick. Let's see. So before you guys make a decision, I'll describe to you what you could do. Oh, what's up, Sean? Do you have something to say?
I said I wanted to
Gambling, sure. So in your pastime, some activities you could do, right? Is you could spend your gains on new gear or pleasure or whatever else you might want, right? You could also do some free time activities such as gambling, romanticizing your stories, right? Like telling your war stories and such, or socializing with people, right? So, SCHWANZ wants to go gambling, right? BERIM, would you like to celebrate and, spend your hard-earned gains today or after the shift?
Sure.
You could also buy gear, yeah, if you want. Or buy...
Could I socialize?
Yeah, sure. You want to meet some people? Socialize with someone? It just
Sure,
costs time.
I'll try that.
Alright, sure. So you'll go socialize, meet some people, right? After work. Claire, what would you like to do after work?
I guess for Campbell.
Go gambling tonight? Right, so you all are at the tavern then, basically, because that's the place where you can basically socialize and gamble together. But, BERIM will be kind of doing his own thing, going off to socialize and talk with some of the tavern folk, right? Locals in the tavern. In the meantime, the other two will be gambling at the gambling den. And to wrap up their gains, right, to figure out if they made any profit and such, we have a dice roll we'll make, right? So to save time, we just use this chart here to determine the likelihood of loss or gain, right? So for my gamblers, I want you to roll 2d6. Oh wait, before you roll, you're gonna actually choose how much money you were able to gamble, or willing to gamble. All 7? Okay. Claire, how about you?
got a 3.
I'll do all 7 as well.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
I got
The 3 is a minus 50%, so tonight you lost half your coins, or pieces. So we'll go with, you lost 3 coppers tonight. Schwanz, you're at 4 now. Alright.
I also got a 3.
You got a 3 as well. So you both lost money tonight. After a night of gambling, you ended up, you know, less than what you started with. And while you guys were gambling, BERIM was off socializing with the tavern folk. BERIM, was there anyone you were looking for tonight? Like, were you looking to meet a friend, or find a lover, or something else?
Perhaps, maybe a hireling. Is that possible?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, so you went around socializing with the tavern folk, and you try to gain favor with them. Try to get a hireling, right? So go ahead and roll 2d6 to see how the crowd reacted to you tonight.
I got a 10.
All right. So a 10 means that the crowd seemed to have liked you, right? So here's the chart that determines the reaction of the crowd that you socialize with. So your target audience wasn't particularly anyone, right? It was the crowd in the tavern, as you offered a place in your retinue, right? You were looking to hire someone, a hireling, right? So you're recently arrived and successful adventurer. You made some profit in your last adventure. You start talking to the crowd and asking if anyone's interested in joining your team as a hireling, right? And they reacted positively. Someone was or the crowd overall was liking the idea, right? How many people are you interested in hiring, though? Are you just looking for one person? Or are you looking for a group?
Just one.
One person. Okay. So I'll go over the possible people that you could have met tonight. We roll up the meat shields list. And tonight, there weren't a lot of people, unfortunately. The crowd was small tonight, and there was one man who was possibly able to be hired on. His name was POLMAK. He's a man-at-arms originally, right? He hopes to be hired as a man-at-arms, so as someone to fight for your crew. But you could possibly hire him for more than that, right? So there's 3 types of retainers if you're hiring him as retainer. There are non-combatants, there are combatants, and there are both, right? Which are adventuring retainers, right? So man-at-arms is typically someone who just does combat for you. So they don't carry loot for you, they don't test traps for you or anything. They just simply help you in combat. So anything combat related, they'll help. Build trenches maybe, fight monsters, right? Defend a position, right? So that's what combatants do. So he's hoping to get a position as a combatant after hearing your... And the thing about combatants and versus retainers is, non-combatants. Non-combatants usually get paid a set wage, like maybe a copper a day, right? Maybe more if they're put in danger, right? Combatants are usually offered a share of the treasure, typically half a share. And then, of course, adventurers are offered a little more than half a share, right? Sometimes a full share, sometimes a half share and a daily wage of 1 copper, right? Because they're doing both non-combatant work and combatant work. So that's the standard retainer, right? Standard adventurer retainer, right? Gets a daily wage on top of a share of the spoils, right? Or no daily wage and a higher share of the spoils, right? So, which will account for their daily wage, basically. So he's looking to get hired as simply as a combatant, but you can hire him as something else if you want. You can offer him a different kind of position. You met him, you get to know him a little bit. He likes you, right? His name is POLMAK, and you can talk to him in a moment. You can role play with him in a second, but some basic details about him is that he's equipped with helmet and gambeson. His weapons include a dagger on his belt and a spear slung over his shoulder. You heard that he's been exiled from his homeland, right? For whatever reason, good or bad. He tells you that, you ask him where he's from. He tells you if he's from the far northeast. And he was exiled from his lands, right? So his family was exiled. So the northeastern lands, in case you're not familiar, are the open steppes. Those people are like the Kazakhs or the Mongolians, the horse people, right? So they live to the east. So out here in the steppe. So he's from there, POLMAK. You guys are on the coast here, right? So All right. What do you think? Do you like this guy? Do you want to try to hire him on? Make him an offer?
Sure, I'll give him a copper a day.
Okay, so
And
there you go.
I have to speak to the rest of my party in order to, if they're gonna get like a half share or a quarter share or whatever.
Right.
I have to talk to the rest of the group, because I can't just hire someone and then tell them they're gonna get half share without going through
The rest of the group.
SCHWANZ and Claire.
Right. There's always gonna be a new group. So if you do offer him a share of the spoils, right? It could either come from your own share or it can come from the party. Typically, if it comes from the party, the idea is that he's serving not just you but the party, right, as well. Versus if he's a personal retainer, only doing what you tell him to do and no one else, then you might have to use your own share to pay him, right? Whatever you get from the party, you'll pay him with your own share.
Okay,
right?
I'll do that. My own share.
Right. So you'll give him like a third of your own share, basically, right, on top of a daily wage.
Yes.
Right. So. All right. Yeah. So he hears that you're willing to give him a share of the spoils, basically, and a daily wage, and that means you're hiring him as a adventurer, then, right? So he'll do both non-combatant and combatant roles, right? So not just fighting stuff, but looting, investigating, trap detection, all that kind of stuff, right?
So he's not a retainer?
He is a retainer. There's three kinds again, right? Non-combatant, combatant, and both.
Yeah.
Right?
My bad. Sorry.
Yep, he's a retainer. He does both though, since you're paying him both a wage and a share, right?
Cool.
So,
that's good.
well, let's see how he reacts first. So that's the offer you made him, but now we have to see if he accepts the offer or rejects it. He accepts. All right, it's a 10. Yeah. Your bonus is +0. All right. That same night that SCHWANZ and Claire lost money, BERIM managed to hire on a retainer at the tavern. All right. Sorry, my throat is getting kind of tired from talking so much. But that'll be it for tonight. I think we'll wrap it up here then. Yeah, that should be the end of post game. Right. See you guys from there. We'll get some sleep until your next expedition. All right, and you play again. Thanks for playing.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Hope you guys had fun. Have a good night.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.